If they are ready to get this fun little thing started. Okay, it's very old school, so they're still buffering. They're still trying to get all the antennas into the right alignment, so make sure we have good picture. We will be starting soon. Yes, Brittle. When you're ready, Brittles, I message you in Discord. Yep, alright, cool. Alright, let's get this party started, shall we? Hello, hello.
Hey, listen.
Hi. How you doing?
Oh, can I be heard now?
Uh-huh, yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing?
I thought you were gonna tell me when I was audible. Hi, everybody.
Well, I said after I say ready, I undeafen us.
Okay.
But yeah, hello. How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
How you like being in the world of color?
It's not what I'm used to. I miss my grays.
It's great. Why? But look, it's so vibrant and so nice and pretty and eye appealing, right?
Yeah, but where's the gray? Where's all the thick outlines on everything?
True. Thick outlines is nice. I do like the thick outlines. I think they're pretty
Right?
good.
Everyone, like, I know for sure I love thick. I know my fans love thick. It's,
Thick.
you know, it's all a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, who doesn't like it thick? Everyone loves the 3 C's. No, 100%. No, I agree. I like color. I like color a little bit, you know. Is it eye appealing? You know, I'm definitely more of like a neon kind of looking kind of person. But neon is a word that I feel like you wouldn't be able to understand, right?
Because I'm a clown, right?
No, obviously not. It's because you're.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm just not going to go into it. Hello,
You try.
everyone.
You try.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is a fun little VTuber talk show I host each and every week where we interview a brand new VTuber and get to know them a little bit. Today, how about you introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are?
A very fun wording, because of course, who doesn't know me?
Who does not know
Hi,
you?
everybody. I'm Biddles B. Bombardier, the cutest little mobster you ever did see. I'm a variety streamer. I do like art, video games, just chatting. I do whatever the hell I feel like. I even drink water sometimes.
Oh, really? You drink water sometimes?
Mm-hmm. I'm just like you.
It's just like us. The only difference is, you know, you have a commonly large everything.
It's true.
Yep, yep.
It's true.
Hey,
And anyone who wants... Hi, Tay.
Hi. Thank you, Take Two.
How you doing, Tay?
Tay's great. And Tay wants us to stretch too. So if you stretch, would you like arms pop off or you like do the twists and turns?
You'd be surprised.
No worries. But hey, I love it.
I should have asked before stream. Can I smoke in here?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Cool.
Like I've had dragons, a lot of fireworks. I've had undead drop body parts on here. I think a little smoke from a cartoon character won't add too much to the smell.
Fair, wonderful, good.
Yeah.
No wheel?
No, we have a wheel.
Kind
We
of
have a
wheel
spoon.
shaped.
Yeah. Wheel shape. I feel like if you were chucked off like a cliff, you know, in the old Y.E. Coyote kind of cartoons, you would like go into like a cartwheel kind of style.
I'm trying to think how to word this. You ever see like somebody drop a bowling pin?
Okay.
Just start spinning. It'd be like that.
Okay, I can see that. I love it. That's so cool.
Also, thank you, Benali. I appreciate
Benali.
that. I like being a different VTuber.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than normal. We actually usually get a lot of anime girls on our show. Like a lot of anime girls. So this time we actually have more of like an old school kind of like animated character, which I like that a lot.
It's fun. I actually know some like retro anime VTubers, and anytime I like pop into their stream or like I rate into them or whatever. It's like, hey, you think I'm retro? Check out Biddles.
Biddles. You check out Biddles. That's retro. The 20s is
Right?
back, baby. I love it. The
Hi,
20s is
Lefty.
back. I think it's so cool. I like it a lot. And don't worry, Rota. It's we just have it on as a cooldown. I can't have too many people hitting the spin. Because everyone else is getting on to it, and then it would be too many spins. Too many spins. Yep, and then Cat is here. Cat is here. Our regular Cat, who's gonna be in this one spot. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, how you guys all doing today?
Fine. Yeah, chat. Now it's the section where we talk about you.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How are you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Surprise! This was a scam.
Right?
We're actually interviewing you.
Yeah, Chad, did you not know that this is actually a VTuber talk show where we disguise it as a VTuber talk show, but really we actually talking to you guys, chat at home, asking you all these crazy hard-hitting questions?
Mm-hmm. Like, what really makes a pancake a pancake?
Yeah, is it like what's the difference between a pancake and a waffle? What makes the difference?
Okay, God, you just fucking blew my
I
mind.
know, right? Like, what's the major difference? They both use the same way. Is there really a difference? Just the different design, different style.
This is just big pancake companies trying to sell us some more pancakes when
I
we
know,
can't
right?
just have waffles.
Exactly. And I like waffles better too, personally, because it holds the actual syrup, while pancakes just lets it just drip off to the side.
It's got the pockets.
Yeah, you want the pockets to hold the syrup. It's like the best invention. Made a
Waffle
whole
needs to be
waffle.
cut.
Needs
No, that's quitter talk. Shove it in.
Yeah, you just put it in the entire mouth. Just put the whole thing in your mouth. I think you do it.
Exactly.
Put a whole waffle in my mouth. Yes, put a whole waffle in my mouth. If you can't, only way you can't do it is if you doubt yourself. If you don't doubt yourself, you guys can do it. I believe in you. Believe in the self that believes in you.
You got a waffle in your mouth, and all it cost you was a free ride to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So I was gonna say is like, here in America, it's definitely not free. I rather just digest that slowly and not die than go to the hospital.
That's fair. What you drinking?
Coffee.
Oh, by who? I'm sure it's wonderful.
It's 100% wonderful. It's by I think it's just the local like Safeway, the Safeway brand coffee. Nothing too special.
This stream brought to you by Safeway.
Safeway. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Safeway.
They don't give us a cent, so we can talk shit about them.
Exactly. I love it. So, hey, this is a really cool little fun little talk show I like to do for everyone. Now, for those who do not know these kind of talk shows, I'll be asking 15 questions to our lovely guest here. And we're going to get into questions like how they first got started, get into like the aspects of why they like to do this kind of stuff. I'm gonna get into their model design and see the inspiration of how they got first started, some background, some tidbits of the VTuber community, and some fun facts that you would love to get to know about. And then, of course, we also had a lovely guest already do this, but we also have the spin the wheel redeem that you guys can hit. If you hit the spin redeem, you actually be able to get another random question to be asked to our lovely guest here, who has to answer it no matter what. Has to answer it.
I absolutely will. I will say I saw Ara is on there, and I don't have the accent for it. So good luck.
I would love to see an old mafia boss try and do an Ara. I think that'd be a fun little challenge for you guys. If you guys want to see it. So let's get started with the first question of the night, and that is a spin. Still out of stock. Yeah, it'll say still out of stock for you guys only because there's a time delay, but just keep your eye on it. Keep on it. Hey, first, I don't know. Do you watch YouTube? Do you watch the YouTube?
I do actually. Funnily enough, I don't know if I have necessarily a YouTuber. There is a channel I adore watching. Curious Archive.
Curious Archive?
Do you know what that is?
I don't.
So it's a channel I adore. I don't talk about this a lot on stream because I think it's kind of dorky. I'm super into speculative biology, which is kind of just the idea of like, how would aliens evolve, or how would a certain species evolve if it was like on a different planet with gravity, kind of thing. And that's just what Curious Archive does. It is all speculative biology, and I adore it.
I think that's really interesting. One, I like the fact of asking these kind of questions because that's what gives people a reason to want to watch these kind of interviews because they get to see a different side of you than they normally wouldn't see if you just streamed. So I like it. It's really cool. And two,
Exactly.
I do like that idea that like you see people who are in the studies of biology and they just like to have fun just to be like, if this thing did exist, this is probably how they would probably like evolve. It would be kind of cool to see.
Absolutely. It's even this, like they're doing a current series about just like what if there was a planet and we put just cows on it.
Just cow planet. Just cow planet.
Yeah, just how would they evolve? And it's like they start becoming predators, whales, a bunch of small
Whales.
cows.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it makes sense. Like it was land creatures turned into whales, right?
That would be interesting. But like,
Right.
would it be like
Hey, listen.
like cows growing up like normally, or would we just take our already existing cows and just plop it onto a world? Hi.
So their idea. Also, hi Bianca. Good morning. I'm glad you're awake. Hi, little sister.
Our little sister. I love it.
It's just they took a bunch of cows, and then the idea is like they just keep checking it. You're making fun of me for talking with my hands.
I'm not doing anything. I told you I was gonna copy your hand movements.
It's fine. It's fine. It's adorable. You're cute.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
They just take a bunch of cows, and then it's just the idea of just checking like every few million years to see how they changed.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
That is just interesting. I might actually have to check out that YouTube channel. What's it called again?
Curious Archive, all one word.
Curious Archive. I like it. I like it. I might check that out. That'd be cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, let's get into the first question of my questions I have for you guys, and we'll get this started. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Listen.
Cool. I love it. I love it. I love Lefty the clown. I'm guessing you have a lot of clowns that like to follow you, don't you?
Not to brag, I am one of the bigger clown tubers.
Ooh, well, hey, that's so awesome. I love it. It actually was hilarious because I had another person on just right
Hey,
before this
listen.
saying that, oh yeah, no, you have another VTuber interview tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, I do. I was really looking forward. She's like an old school timey clown, and she's like, oh, terrified clowns. And I'm wondering, do you guys actually see a lot of people terrified of clowns come on the show?
Actually, a lot, really.
Really?
It's funny. Over time, I've heard a lot of people say I made them like clowns.
Oh, that's nice.
But still, every so often, I get people who do come into the chat being like, I don't like clowns. It's like, one, you're missing out. And two, why would you say that to me?
Yeah, like seriously, like it's like going into a circus, going to the actual exhibit of where all the clowns are, and then seeing them all like interact with you, and then you go like, I don't like clowns. It's like, why'd you come here in the first place? Like, you.
Exactly. I'm not shaming them. People, dislike what they dislike. But when it comes to like VTubing, it's like, give us a chance.
Mm-hmm. Like, come
Like,
on.
Most of us are very stylized and cute, because I guess going into the stuff I don't tell stream, I actually did a whole thesis paper on the study of fear and clowns.
That sounds interesting. Is it called clownophobia or something like that?
Coolrophobia.
Coolophobia. Yeah, okay.
And the opposite is cruelphilia, but we don't talk about
Oh.
that here.
That's a different kind of study. Did you write a paper on that
Yes.
too?
No.
Okay, no worries, no worries. That might be future paper work. That'd be interesting to hear about. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you're interested in it, check out my little sister.
Oh no, Bianca. Okay,
hmm
but no, I think that's such a really cool. Like, one, I'm really interested in the fact that like clown VTubers are actually more of like a subgenre of different kinds of like communities of VTubers, which has their own like demographic. But also we do have you as less of an anime style, because you could argue that VTubers are very anime driven. To have you have more of an old school timey animated cartoon character is also kind of its own little sub community. I like that.
It's really fascinating, especially as some people in chat can attest because I know them. A lot of people come into like clown tubers, assuming they're going to be the first one
Oh.
because it's weird. Like so many people are like, "Oh man, I've never seen a clown VTuber," and it's like we have our own server that I think is going up to nearly 200 people.
So cool. I like that a lot.
Right?
Like I just think it's really interesting. Because, like, do you think that there's a new resurgence of people getting into clowns?
Yeah, actually, I do. It's, after that whole thing in 2016 with the scary clowns, it kind of really dipped down because people are like, I hate clowns. They're creepy and weird. And then very recently, especially due to like internet memes, maybe something to do with Ace Attorney and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
About
people.
inflatable boobs. Is that what it was?
Whoopee cushions. Yeah. The whole interest has really come back in full, and people are just really getting into clowns, like, unironically. And I adore it, personally.
Nice. We should do a new rise of clowns. Clowns for the win, right?
Just, don't be weird about it.
Just don't be weird about it. Okay, no worries. All right. We won't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I think it's still pretty interesting. I think it's really cool. Now my actual question for you, and that is,
Of course.
why and when did you get started with streaming in the first place?
So, it's funny. My wife was in stream, actually, Linlin. She was a streamer before me, and I don't remember if she asked me or I asked her if I could join her on the streams. But she brought me on, and for like a year, I was her co-host. Just, helping her, doing the best, making her look good. And then at some point, I decided, what if I was the host? What if I was the star?
Oh.
And at that point, like, VTubing was becoming a really popular thing. And it was much more accessible than it was when it started, because when VTubing started, it was like, you needed at least 10 grand to be able to start. To get a good model and all the rigging and everything, it was expensive to start. 10 grand is hyperbole, but who cares?
Yeah. No, it was good.
And then I just kind of got into it. I started as a PNG tuber. I jumped right into 3D tubing, and I've just been going for 2 years on my own now.
I like it. That's so cool. And like, I love your style and aesthetic. I totally not stalking you, by the way, but I've been looking at a lot of your like clips, and I've been looking at a lot of your like pictures you post onto it, and I just like all the aesthetics that you put into everything. It's really cool. And like, it has a like. I hope you take this as only compliments, but you remind me of like the Skullgirl kind of like motif, kind of stuff like that. I think that's really cool.
I do take that compliment. I don't remember if this was a question, but a lot of times, like, VTubers get compared to other things. When I first started out, and it pissed me off to the point that I blocked the word in my own chat, people kept saying I was a Bendy knockoff.
A Bendy? You mean from like the indie game? Really? A
Bendy and Ink Machine, yeah.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Because people see Rubber Hose and immediately just assume it's the most popular thing, and it's like, no.
No, like Bendy's copy off a lot of different things. Nothing. It's just like, it's one of those like I get pissed off because it's the exact same feeling you get when like you're at a video game store and someone picks up like a Halo copy of a game and they say, "Hey, look, it's the guy from Fortnite," you know? It's like, guys, you guys realize that these characters are based off of other things way before then. You know that, right?
Right.
Or like Cuphead.
Mia brings up as well. Cuphead, yeah.
Yep, 100%. I can definitely see that.
For roughly, I think back in October of last year, I redesigned into, this.
Mm-hmm.
And the bendy stuff has stopped. But people have mentioned, like, oh, you look a bit like Peacock from Skullgirls. And it's like, I will take that.
Yeah, I like that one. That was a cool one because I love Peacock and I love her design and aesthetic. And I feel like you do have that like feels to it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm still doing my best. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I do, what niches I fill. Because, for Rubber Hose VTubers, it is very cut It's a very hit my mic kind of market. Like I've talked about it a bit. I think currently I'm maybe the third biggest, unless
Ooh.
someone bigger than me does a rebrand. Um, but the difference between like third and second is really big, and then the difference between second and first is gigantic.
Oh.
So it's a thing.
Well, it's still cool. It's cool. Like I understand like that a little bit, and it's kind of funny because I'm also getting a VTuber model myself, and it has kind of
Congrats.
thank you, and it has kind of a clown aesthetic to it too. And ever since I posted that, I've been getting a lot of like clown VTubers reaching out to me, and now I've been trying to get a lot of them to come on my show. So like it's really cool that I found you because I didn't mean to. I just was going through my Twitter long like feed of all these different things, and I started getting a lot of clown VTubers. And I saw your design. I was like, oh my god, I love your aesthetic. It's so cool and creative. I want to get you on my
Aw.
show. And you reached out, and after I reached out to you, you responded, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, this has been an absolute riot so far.
You know, like
I'm also
no holes in the walls from guns, no like too much smoking in here, and like no anvils has dropped on my head yet. So I think it's going very well.
it's been a half hour. Give me time.
What were you saying?
But no, that means a lot to me to hear. I've been in the ClownTuber community for nearly 2 years, and we are very close. And it means the world to me to hear that they are reaching out to you because you said I'm becoming a ClownTuber.
Yeah.
Because we really do try to stick close together.
I like it. I like it. It's really cool. It's really cool, and I like that, like the clown community. And I think I mentioned this a little bit before, but you guys have your like own sub community that you guys like to stick together on. Because as a big whole of all the VTubers out there, there's a lot of different VTubers who have like different animosities with each other. And I'm starting to realize that. But like, it seems like there is some sub communities that kind of stick together and not really like go into other communities, and I think the clown community is actually very interesting in that kind of sense.
Exactly. And, we've got our much smaller communities. You've got the typical clowns. You've got the Pieros. We got the jesters. They're very. Some of them are very adamant that they're not clowns.
Oh.
But it's a thing.
So so that's a good question for you. What's the difference between a clown, a jester, and a joker?
So, personally, Joker is an umbrella term for all of them.
Okay.
A clown is someone who makes a fool of themselves. They do silly things, they make people laugh at them. A jester is someone who's much more colorful, typically known for, the hat. They don't make people laugh at them, they make people laugh with them.
They make fun of others.
Exactly. A jester tells jokes. They get people laughing at the target, whereas a clown, you are the target.
So who would win the fight? A clown or a jester?
Me.
Oh, you do have the firepower. You do actually have the firepower. You already.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. She's been threatening me that a couple times before stream. I don't know why. Like I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
Hey, I don't remember. How much am I
Yeah.
getting paid for this?
So the second question for you guys. What do you like the most about being a VTuber gamer? Yeah, gamer.
Huh?
Thing, right? You do that.
Nice segue. Listen, sweetie, I like threatening people. What can I say?
I know. I've been threatened already multiple times doing this interview. It's great. It's actually a little bit less than I normally get.
It's just as a quick thing, because I hate that Bianca said this, because it's true. You're probably going to be leaving the stream saying stuff like riot.
Right,
Yes.
and bully.
I have had so many people. I'm sorry, I'm derailing your question for a
No, you
second.
totally get.
I have had so many people say that they have started saying it's a riot because of me. And I am fully on board with this.
We should say good things about riots now. Like this is a riot. It's a good thing.
Right. It's a term of endearment nowadays, at least for me.
I agree. 100%. I like it. It's a fun thing, and I hope I do end up saying it as a thing. But we'll find out. We'll find out at the end. I will say it if it's at the end. We'll see. We'll see.
I'll get you.
Oh yeah, you'll get me. You'll get me. We'll see.
Yeah, your question. What do you like most about being a VTuber gamer? I guess part of the fun thing is I don't do it because I'm not smart enough to set it up. But I love whenever VTubers have like game integration with their model.
Mm-hmm.
Either like they get a new model specifically for the game, like they get like I've seen some people just get a full-on like Helldiver armor for themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like I adore when you try to integrate yourself into the game, or the game even has like Twitch integration, so you can set up redeems of like, hey chat, want to make this harder for me? Go ahead.
Yep. Or like Cult of Lamb, where you can actually go into the actual like game with them.
That kind of shit is the greatest. I guess the other part, like being a VTuber gamer, is you get to see so much new stuff. And you get to see so many different perspectives on it. Because I'm not much of a gamer, if I'm being honest. I prefer watching over playing. So when I get to see a bunch of my friends pick up a new game, it's very easy to be like, hey, that doesn't look fun. I'm not gonna buy it. You know, especially like when it's a thing I love about streaming, because it is a case of like, I watch this person because they have very similar like gaming opinions to me.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't like this game, I'm probably not gonna like it either.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Right?
No, and I totally agree with that kind of stuff. And because as a streamer who streams video games every now and then, you do have that influence for people, because people like to jump on and be like, hey, this person is playing a game that I'm just curious about playing. Let's see if they like it. And you see them interacting with that kind of stuff, and that could influence people if they want to play or not.
Oh, absolutely. There's a few people in chat I can attest to who I have convinced them to play Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. It is basically just a screensaver where you watch ducks bounce around in a pool.
Oh, I have seen that. Okay, I have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems really chill.
It's absolutely chill. It's a great like background for just chatting streams. It's great. And I have convinced at least 2 people in your chat to play it.
Oh, chat, guys. Maybe I should play it. What do you guys think? Plastic Duck Sim is the best. Mayonnaise, I love it. It's great. You want to shut Bryn's brain down, put a rubber ducky in front of her. Oh, I think I might be able to do that. So we'll test this. We'll test this really quick.
It's already happening.
What? There's already another rubber ducky?
So, you know how like sometimes VTubers have like little tips they give people when they're trying to start out?
Yeah.
Mine is have a rubber duck in front of you and pretend it's chat.
This is chat. Just have it chat. This is chat.
Just talk to chat.
I love it. Just talk to chat right here. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm setting something up for you guys. Distract chat really quick.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
You're a cartoon character. You can distract someone. The best to dance. Oop, no.
Well,
hold on. That thing lied to me. It said it was transparent. It was not. How dare you?
Listen, I understand when sometimes things say that they're transparent and they're not. It's great. It's a lie that they tell us, and we just have to accept it. But you know what? I say no more.
No more. We do not. We need things transparent. Why are you guys saying that you're transparent and you're not? Dude. There you go. Alright, now I found something that's actually transparent.
I think Lin mentioned it earlier. We full on can just kind of do a Joker thing where I'm just a clown sitting here with a gun.
yeah, you just hanging out with a gun. What's going on with the gun? What's going on?
Want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What do you get when you have a society that treats the mentally ill with no respect?
What do you?
You get what you deserve.
Oh, ouch. It's mean. It's mean.
The memes.
The memes.
The
memes.
memes.
The memes.
Now, genuine question. Is it pronounced memes?
I think it's memes. I like memes. Memes is fun.
Wouldn't that be like an accent over the E if it was memes?
There you go. I placed that right here for you. Do you like it? It's good. Do you happy? You have your little duck.
Yeah.
Don't mind the watermark on it. That's the only one I can find at the moment.
Listen, I'm fine stealing things. If it includes trademarks, sure.
Stare at the duck. Stare at the duck.
Duck.
Duck is right there. Okay, so what were we talking about again? I was distracted.
You were saying how great I am?
Hey, you are great. You are freaking amazing. I love like all the different aspects of your design too, and I do like the little hidden details about the little parts of you. You have a little bit of a heart card and your little tiny hat on the back of you. You do have a little like it's not really a smiley face, but you have a little face on your little like brooch you have on your chest. I like it.
It's a fun. I've kept this little smiley face throughout my designs for the last 2 years. So I'm just trying to make sure it always stays on me.
Yeah, nice. I like it. It's really good. Is it a smiley face?
It is.
Okay.
Do I have a zoom in I can do here? Not really. But yeah, it's a little smiley face. It's kind of just it was the logo of my channel for a while, and it's kind of just gone aside to just my cute little freckled face.
Oh, I like it. It's very adorable, very good. Hey, well, it looks like they want you to pet the duck.
Sorry, I'm drinking nothing.
Oh, you were totally not drinking anything specifically.
Where's my hand? I don't know why that hand's down there.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm not that kind of streamer, okay?
I know, we're not that kind of. It's not that kind of stream. Not that kind of stream. But yeah, look. It looks like he's holding the duck. He looks like he's holding the duck. Very nice.
Shape.
It's a good duck. It's a good duck. Well, it also looks like staring like daggers at the chat right now.
Yeah, it's really intent on this question. Although the little like sparkles in its eyes kind of make it like it's cross-eyed.
Yeah, he's a little bit cross-eyed. A little bit cross-eyed.
It's okay. We love a derpy duck.
We always love the derpy duck. He's the best. He's the best. He's gonna stay right here for a little bit. Alright, I'll move him.
Can I make a request?
Yeah, of course.
Can you keep this duck on this scene forever, but just like hidden?
Hidden like somewhere? Where should we should hide him like right like?
Well, I was thinking like you see this little thing that's like right next to the table and the couch?
Yeah.
Like right down there. Yeah.
Yeah. I might have buying a better one that's not a watermark on it, but I'll definitely leave him there. We'll always remember it.
Character.
Yeah, the watermark does that character.
Oh, hello, Scarlet. Welcome
Hi.
in.
Hello. Just
And
hiding.
Shala.
It's great to see you guys. Just hiding in the background somewhere. We'll just have him right here. Just be a little tiny duck. Tiny little duck. Just be right there.
I
Cool.
love him.
He's great. He's awesome. Do we have a name for him, chat? Chat, do we have a name for him?
Pumples.
Humples? Humples? I like Humples.
Pumples.
Humples is good. Humples is good.
Pumples the duckles.
Humples the duckles. Quackly. Quackly.
Quackery. That's
Quackery.
good.
Crackery is good. I like that name.
That's good. Scrumbopules the Fifth.
That's a good one too.
She's learning how to name things from me.
Oh, you're inspiring everyone. Love it.
Of course, look at me. I'm an inspiration.
Look at you, inspiration. Cool. Well, here, you are a clown VTuber. Am I right?
You're right. It's,
Cool. Well, from all the other clown VTubers out there, what do you bring to the VTuber community to help stand out a little bit?
I mean, aside from being much less colorful than everybody,
What?
it's true. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I just
It's
noticed
true.
you're now wearing green.
What do you? Yeah, I am.
Oh, wait, what? You are wearing green?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't look like you are.
I am.
Hmm.
My sweater's green.
Oh, huh. So she's actually is in St. Patrick attire perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what you're going on about.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I have to get my I gotta get new glasses anyway, so I'm probably just not seeing things properly. So you're probably right. I'll get that checked out eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that
I come
needs to
onto
get
your
screwed.
show, you start insulting me.
No, I'm not assaulting you. I was getting ready to pinch you,
Mhm.
but I guess
Where would you pinch me?
in your hands.
That's probably the best option.
Yeah. Biggest part of you.
Meh. There's like 3 big parts to me.
You are 3 big parts, all put together.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm very snowman-esque.
Yes, it's true, which is cool. Like, okay, so off topic a little bit, but you know how there was the thing that was going along where if you have a design of a character and you put it into like a black silhouette and people can recognize it, it's a good design. Did you ever think about that?
I actually did do that trend.
Ah.
And it's funny because, yeah, like, aside from like my actual usual body shape, like nobody else is shaped like a bowling pin like I am. My hat is usually the big thing that gives it away that it's me.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can definitely see that a lot. I do like that you have that design too. I think it's actually really clever. And
I
also,
appreciate that.
of course, and also I do like that your hands get bigger your view count is.
It's a weird toggle that I got, but yeah, it's great. Sometimes I just have these giant mittens that are just doing nothing because I can't move them.
Cool. No, it'll end up just being hands, and that's it. It's gonna be the hands, like the Glover,
eventually-
like the Glover game
yeah.
where it's just the glove is the hand.
Oh, that's fun reference. I'm playing that currently.
Oh wow, I did. Okay, I actually just realized that you were playing that. Yeah, like Glover, right there, perfect.
Right.
That fits you perfectly.
So who is the guest? I'm Biddles. Pleasure to be here.
Biddles, the mafia boss.
You can just call me the boss.
The boss. I love the boss. Sorry, I get Mel Gibson solid vibes from that.
It happens. People love it.
I thought I stepped ahead and planned for my April Fool's gag. What? You have an April Fool's gag? I should actually I should do an April Fool's where I'm a VTuber and the person on the show is like a real life person. So switch.
That'd be a great twist, but don't tell them.
Yeah. Sorry, just don't ever tell them like at all, and just like talk about the kind of stuff. That'd be great. I might do that.
Yeah, nothing sells like lies.
Nothing sounds like lies, exactly. And no one will know, and anyone question, and you'd be like, "What are you talking about? This is how my show always is."
Exactly.
No, it's great. It's great.
Going a little bit back on track. Sorry to.
No. We derail so much on this show. Like this happens so often, and it's fun.
It really is. I'm having a riot.
Nice, best riots.
But yeah, what do you bring? I think a big one. It's not even just like the clown tuber community. I've had a bunch of people reach out to me about this. Of just like, hey, how do you get so animated? Because 3D VTubers, they're getting more common, but they're still kind of rare. So a lot of people ask me, it's like, hey, how do you like use your models so well? And it's like, unfortunately, I kind of just move a lot. Like, it's the thing. Like, it's funny. Like, there's no shame in the being the PNG tuber. You can't afford it, or you like it. You just like how it works. But it when you get to like live 2D and you just kind of sit there and you don't move, and you do nothing, and you wonder, it's like, why does no one want to interact with me? It's like, well, because you're not fucking moving.
Gotta
Like,
move and groove.
you need to be engaging. You need to be able to give a bit of personality. And that's what I think I bring to the VTuber community. I am a mover. I am a shaker. I have had people legitimately just come and ask me, it's like, hey, how did you do this? And the fun thing is, I don't have an exorbitant setup. Like, I have a webcam and I have hand tracking. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Simple, easy.
It's not even a good webcam. I think it's like $30.
Oh, wow. Dang. Well,
Right?
that's pretty good. I always thought you need a good like face tracking. I was even thinking about buying an iPhone just so that I have that face tracking when I do the VTuber thing.
If you, it's all a case of if you can afford it. Like the iPhone, and especially the iPhone. Sorry, on your chair.
Oh no, it's okay. Cool.
The iPhone, even your model has to be set up for it. Like my model is not set up for an art kit, which is what we use for 3D models. So even if I had an iPhone, it wouldn't be much better tracking than my current thing.
Okay, okay. So this leads to another really good question then. Would you? So there's an argument of like VTubers where should they go 3D or stay 2D? 2D. Do you think you wouldn't be as animated or you wouldn't have as much of a community if you were a 2D VTuber?
I certainly wouldn't be as animated, but I also acknowledge I could do way more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't work in 3D. I didn't make my model. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do because I don't know how to make it. Whereas if I was in 2D, I'm an artist. I can make anything.
I like that.
So I could do a lot more with my model because I could actually work with my model.
Mm-hmm.
But I've thought about it. Just commissioning a live 2D for when I need it. But overall, I can't go back. I love being 3D. I get to do stupid stuff that like other VTubers when you're a live 2D can't do.
True, and I think it fits to your aesthetic a lot better because you talk so much with your hands, you know.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. It's really cool. It's really cool. Some people like again, there's the argument of like, should I go 3D or should I go 2D? And I think in your case, it really just depends on the person. It depends on your style of as a content creator. Like if you feel like you can bring more to the table as a creation as expert, that it fits really well with 3D space, then do that. But if you feel like you are an artist and you actually can contribute a little bit more to that as a 2D artist, then do that. So it really just depends on which one.
Well, exactly, or just what you can afford.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it seems like a good quality 3D model is cheaper than live 2D.
Really? That's actually pretty surprising. I thought 3D was more expensive.
Right?
Hmm.
But it's a case of like, live 2D is kind of the standard. So you get a lot more higher quality live 2D, which is not to say you can't get high quality 3D. But there's a lot more people who know how to make live 2D models over 3D.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
And plus, it's a supply and demand thing. More people want live 2D over 3D, so the price goes up.
Yep. Very true. Very true. That is very true. But I think it's still really cool. I like it. I like the differences between the two, and it's not that like one's better than the other. It's just that one just fits to someone else's niche, and style a little bit different than the other. I like it. Now I should invest in 3D. I can do VR with it. That's another promise that a lot of people will like to do 3D modeling. They like to do 3D because they actually can get into VR chat. Do you do VR chat?
Not yet. Mostly, I don't have a VR headset, and my model technically is rigged for VR chat. I just haven't had the time or people.
Mm.
I'd like to though, because I've seen what other VTubers are doing, just bringing their models into VR chat, and it seems like it's an absolute joy, just absolute fun.
I think that's actually really cool. Like I like all the like I can't do VR very well because I get sick face very easily.
Mm.
But I heard that there's actually a way you can do it through the actual like website, and you don't
Mhm.
actually have to have the headset on.
Oh yeah, no, you don't actually need VR for VR chat. It's great.
Yeah, I like that because like I have VR, but I barely use it because I get sick very easily. But I
Mhm.
wouldn't mind just jumping into VR worlds just on the website. It'd be really cool.
Right, just hanging out with friends, fans, whatever. It'd be great.
It'd be great. It'd be super fun. It'd be really great. Awesome. All
Mhm.
right, cool. All right, so this is gonna be nice. Oh, actually, we have to get to a spin. I just noticed we have a spin. Sorry, my cat is on my mouse pad, so I can't use it. So, yeah,
No, it's fine. It happens.
it happens. He just likes to be. I love you. I love you so much. Your butt.
Right? They can never wait.
Can never wait. And I blame the
What
bad.
question will I answer?
What question will it be today? It is Oh, I like this one. This is a fun one. Do you have a most hated game?
I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Really? You hate Bendy? Like, I feel like that'd be your aesthetic.
I like the art style. The gameplay is garbage.
You know what? Fair. It is a small indie game, so I can definitely see that.
It was. Yeah, I don't know if you could call them indie anymore.
Oh, true. They're a little bit bigger than it was, but they kind of fell off. I apparently the last game that they did didn't do very well.
I don't know. I didn't even technically finish the first one because it broke.
It just broke. It's just done.
I got to chapter 3, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not spoiling it. It's a lot of fetch quests.
Oh.
And it was already like, I don't like this. This is just the same thing like 7 times in a row. But on the 7th time, it broke. So I couldn't actually beat the game. So I had to do a thing where I went to an earlier save, but it does that stupid thing where if you revert to an earlier save, it decides that autosave doesn't work and saving doesn't work.
What?
So I got to chapter 4 and I quit because I thought, okay, it's gonna save. It didn't.
Huh. That's annoying to deal with.
I got to chapter 4 and quit because the game broke.
Wow, that sounds annoying. Yeah, no, I would actually not like that at all either. Okay.
And I feel bad because especially like in the Rubber Hose community, it is a well-respected franchise. I don't like it.
That's actually interesting. It makes sense. It makes sense. I would be pissed off at that game too. But the static is there. The static's there.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoy the art style. Funnily enough, you know how like it's all in sepia?
Yeah.
I had thrown on a filter to make it grayscale because I was like, oh, what would this look like? And it looked way better.
Oh wait. There's that one black and white, like first-person shooter that's coming out pretty soon. Did you hear about that? Mouse. Yeah.
Yes, I have heard about it, because anytime there's an update, I get at least 50 people asking me about it on Twitter.
Oh man, that is your game right there. That is literally your game.
Oh, I am looking forward to that so much. I'm really hoping it has a multiplayer thing, so I can just get a bunch of people together to do it.
I would join you on that. I would totally join you on that. That sounds so much fun.
Right?
Didn't the devs get canceled for something or other? Are you talking about the new one or Bendy? I wonder what the Frosting Birthday Clown. It's a very long
Hi,
name.
Frosting.
Hi,
How you doing,
Frosting.
buddy?
It's really good to see you. But okay, no, okay. But yeah, have you reached out? So I know that there's some content creators who reach out to indie developers sometimes to say that they love the game, and sometimes they get conversations to the devs, and sometimes they even get a little bit of like not like free stuff from them, but they usually do get like credited sometimes, and they get like shout outs. Do you think that if you reach out to the devs about you being you think that they would maybe put like a little reference in there for you?
I don't want to push it. I would adore it, of course. But it's also a case I'm still very, very small. But maybe? I've never actually thought about reaching out to developers, because it always feels a bit weird. It's like I said, it's like I'm small, I'm a nobody, but
Do they have a Twitter?
you know, they do. I actually
Oh.
follow them. You know what? Screw it. I'll reach out to them today.
Yeah, reach out to them and just
You-
be like,
you
hey,
inspired me.
I love your game. Your game is freaking amazing aesthetic. I can't wait to play that game on stream. You don't have to ask for anything crazy. Just tell them that you're just excited for the game. And sometimes they will be like, oh, cool, this person's really awesome. I've just heard a lot of love stories between content creators and developers from very small indie stuff where they actually do that kind of stuff.
I kind of did that with a much smaller developer.
Yeah.
There's a very small indie game I adore. It's a little rough around the edges, needs some work. But it's called Monochrome RPG, and it's just a rubber hose RPG. I had played it very early on in VTubing. Was not necessarily the kindest to it, I acknowledge. And I've become friends with one of the developers of the game.
Oh, see, there you go. I love it. You never know. You never know. You never know unless you try.
Exactly. Sometimes you just start talking to someone and you become good friends with them.
I like it. I think that's really good. I want to see something happen. Sorry. I'm going to put my mouse on my cat so that I can actually use my mouse pad.
No worries. You added Linus Tech Tips last night because of a D&D game. I'm sure you can handle this. That was a joke, though.
Wait, what happened?
Bianca's our DM. We were playing D&D, or Lancer. It's another tabletop thing. And she just took a picture of Linus from Linus Tech Tips and put him into our game as this, like, weird techno hobo. And it was just his face. She didn't do anything. And I took a picture of it and added Linus Tech Tips on Twitter with it.
Like, look, you're in our D&D game. Did he like it? Did he respond back?
No, I'm fully expecting to get blocked.
Oh. Got blocked by him. Oh, no.
His name was Linus Mech Tips.
Mech Tips. I love it. His name is Linus and Mech Tips. That's good. That's good. Maybe we could get some early stream release keys. Hey, that'd be kind of cool for your community. Cool. In my opinion, sorry. Going back to what we were talking about before. Oh no, my mouse. He moved. Is that like the coolest thing about streamers is that they are really close to like having a community of amazing people, and if you create a game and like it fits to aesthetic of a certain creator, they could help and do that kind of partnership, and that game will just get non-stop like marketing, and I think that's actually one of the best ways to market some of your games is to utilize content creators. And I think
I fully agree.
I want to see more of that kind of stuff. Now they've already been doing this for a lot of people, but I just think that it's really good to see when people get compensated for like the hard work. I like it. It's really good.
I agree. Especially when it comes to like the more indie stuff. Like, what was it? I've got a bunch of lich friends.
Oh.
And sometimes there's gonna be like a new like necromancer lich styled game coming out. And sometimes they'll just talk to developers of like, hey, I'll give you guys a shout out if I can get the game for free.
And sometimes they work. Sometimes it works. I love it. Hey, some people like that. I heard there's a hotel in Japan that if you have a certain amount of followers and you give them a shout out, you get a free room.
That sounds kind of sad, but okay.
Yeah, I heard that's a thing. I don't know how true it is, but I think I heard someone talking about it. That's true power.
I feel like that might not be good for business. But,
no.
Whatever.
Well, they probably like think about it. Like you have to have a certain amount of viewers, like subscribers or followers, and yeah, one person gets one free room. But now you advertise to thousands upon thousands of people to come into this one hotel. So I don't know, lose one room but gain like 10,000 of new like interest people to check them out.
I guess it depends how expensive it is, though.
That's true. That's true.
If it's the sort of thing of like, hey, this streamer I like got a free room at this $10,000 a night hotel, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah, that one person will be enough to make it worth it. But also, I'm pretty sure most people are as a community, as a small community, probably wouldn't be able to afford those kind of stuff.
No, exactly. It's weird whenever it's like, "Hi, I'm taking a high-profile sponsorship," and it's like, "Do you think your audience can afford this?"
Yeah. Well, so I learned that sponsorships are not always something you should go for.
Mm,
Because I actually got some sponsorships recently from Genshin, and I thought this would be great. I love Genshin Impact. I think Genshin is a very fun game for me personally, and I have a community of people who like to follow me who also play Genshin Impact. So when I got sponsored by them, I'm like, oh, this is so great. This is amazing. I finally get sponsored by Genshin. But then I realized no one's going to get into Genshin that's not already in Genshin going to watch my content, you know? They're already into that kind of stuff. So when it says that, hey, get some new people to watch Genshin with you, I realize that that's not the community I usually go for. So there's really no point of getting sponsored by Genshin because everyone who watches my stuff already plays Genshin. So it defeats the whole purpose.
exactly.
So it kind of makes sense.
Well,
Kind of makes sense.
it's also like, I hate to get into the business side of it. It's like you always got to worry about protecting your own brand too.
Mhm.
Because I've seen those sponsorships for Genshin, and it's like, look at me. Do I look like the kind of person that's gonna be interested in Genshin?
You know what? I feel like you wouldn't really hit the aesthetic very well. You know, I feel like you would maybe Fontaine. You might be able to hit it in Fontaine. Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's is the end part of Genshin right now. It's like is in like a
Mm,
old noir kind of like design. It's not black and white, but it's like kind of aesthetic. So I was like, huh.
okay.
But then also I'm like, but again, you are one of those very interesting, amazing VTubers who do not jump into the anime side of the VTuber communities. So, like, a lot of the games that they like to play wouldn't fit to your aesthetic. So, it does make sense that you have to find something that fits your brand, you know? That you
Mm,
wouldn't take a Genshin, sponsorship because
right?
yeah, so it makes sense, but that's why we go back to that one thing we were talking about before about that one like first person shooter mouse.
Mm,
I feel like that is freaking ideal for you, and I think that would actually work really, really well.
oh, absolutely. And it's just finding stuff that works for you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what the original question was anymore.
It was a spin. It was a spin. I think it was a spin. I am pretty sure it was a spin of some kind. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Anywho's it's for you at home, the fans at home. This is a nice little treat for you guys. Any upcoming games you're looking forward to stream?
Mouse.
Say what?
Mouse.
Mouse. Well, yeah. Anything else?
Ah, do I have? I've got a bunch of indie stuff. Let me bring up my wish list real quick.
Hmm.
Because I got a bunch of stuff that's not coming out for a while, and I'm really excited for it. And it's just the thing that sucks about being a streamer is like, oh yeah, I'm excited for this thing that's not coming out for like a year.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But you know, that's why I like to have that. Like, maybe if you have any like plans, any collabs, or maybe any like special events that you are planning for, that you can give a little bit of a tidbit of information to the fans who are looking forward to it.
Fair. A game I'm really looking forward to, and it's super on brand in my aesthetic. I adore it. There's this first-person beat 'em up called Fallen Aces,
Fallen
where you're
Aces.
just a mobster, just going on a brawl through a bunch of other mobsters. And I adore its idea.
I love it. That's actually really cool. So it's like a Street Fighter style, or is it kind of like Street Rage?
Uh, I guess it's more Streets of Rage. It's
That's
first
cool.
person.
Oh, it's first person too. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. That
It's-
sounds fun.
It's a very paper cutout kind of look.
Okay.
So yeah. Also, Bianca and I are looking forward to Restitched. It's Little Big Planet.
Oh, that's so cool. But like,
Mm.
made by indie. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, it's an homage to Little Big Planet
Oh my.
because Little Big Planet kind of is dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did release that one Little Big Planet like not Super Smash, but Super Mario kind of style, like 3D Mario. Galaxy style, and it worked pretty well, but it tailored more to a newer generation of people, like kids, instead of
Mhm.
instead of going back to like the older generation, like people
They
grew
didn't
up
even
with.
have create mode.
Yeah, no, they didn't have anything creative mode at all, which they should have done.
It's, I'm sorry, very quick. If that's the whole bread and butter appeal of your franchise, don't get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I think it'd be good to see them come back, but we'll see. Sackboy was a pretty decent time. They said it was a pretty decent time, but to be fair, they did not advertise it as Little Big Planet. They specifically advertised it as Sackboy, which makes it so it's a little bit different. But obviously, people wouldn't care about Snackboy if it wasn't for the references of Little Big Planet, and they didn't really have any references on that at all.
Exactly. The style was kind of there, but still.
Agreed. Any games you want to play with your fans? Any community nights that you are planning?
Not particularly, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just I don't have the greatest internet for that kind of stuff. It's very much why I usually do solo. I would like to get more into it. I think a big one my fans have been asking for lately is Fortnite with fans.
Fortnite with friends? Okay, that'd be kind of cool.
I've only just recently got into Fortnite. I played it like 2 weeks ago.
Well, go for it. Like Fortnite is getting kind of resurgent. I'm getting a lot of people getting into it. Hello, Teeny.
Right?
Hello.
Hi, Teeny. How you doing, buds? Welcome in.
But yeah, no, I'm hearing that it's kind of getting popular again. Fortnite's been popular forever. Don't get me wrong. Like it's been like going up, down, and that's the one thing. Even as someone who's not really a fan of Fortnite, I will give it all its credit. It does keep innovating and keep changing, and always find ways to like become popular. And then as it dips down, it gets popular again. And does a really good job of doing that.
Oh yeah, no, their marketing and everything is amazing.
No, I get
They
that.
miss the TMNT stuff. Yeah.
Well, they have so much stuff in that game. Like as soon as I saw the Solid Snake and anime was getting to that, I was like, okay, this game is becoming just a huge jumble of like collabs. It's crazy.
But
Hey,
it's funny.
Thank you for the follow. It's a deer. It's a deer.
It's funny. Like for a long time, people were trying to sell me on Fortnite because they have like the toon skins,
Okay.
and it's like that's not really enough to sell me on something. I understand what people are trying, but I'm not the kind of VTuber that's just like, hey, there's a toon character in this, I'm gonna play it.
Should play it. You need to play it. Okay. Well, I like the fact that like you are like it seems like you are a shooter fan.
If I can use my controller.
Yes.
That's a small tidbit about me. I cannot play games keyboard and mouse. I grew up playing with controllers. I cannot do keyboard and mouse.
I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. I've always had a hard time with it. Now I've gotten better. So I have some friends who like showed me like how to play Valorant. I've gotten better, but I will always be more of like a Call of Duty, Halo kind of side of person, and I'd be able to do like keep up with a good pace when it comes to those kind of games. But if you put me onto freaking PC, I will struggle like crazy. Ayo. Lily Briston is really excited about Halo.
Right? That's a big part of their thing. They've kind of got a Halo Spartan helmet.
Oh,
Not
really?
Spartan, though.
Well, I definitely grew up with that kind of stuff. That was my jam. I don't play it much anymore because I don't have time because I'm an adult and I have a house and work and fun stuff like that. Like after this, I have to go meet up with my boss's boss, who's setting up a business meeting that I have to do. So it's gonna be fun.
Good luck.
Thank you. It's funny because we have a very serious business meeting we have to go to, and then right after that, we're going to have a Smash tournament. It's just be fun.
At least you get a little bit of rest and enjoyment afterwards.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Hopefully, there's gonna be no betting this time. Because last time we had betting, and
Hey, it's a $5 buy-in. That's what you said.
yep, I usually do, but like these people like have a lot more money than I do, and so they will like to be like, oh yeah, $5. I don't have $5. Do you take 100? I'm like, I don't have 100 right now.
I do take hundreds. I don't give change.
I don't give change. I love it. But luckily, like most of them are in the older, like kind of older generation, so I'm able to like beat them because they don't play too much Super Smash Bros. That's good. It's good. It works out. It works
Yeah,
out.
you know, just literally just beat them. Just they can't win if they can't.
You can't play. Exactly. It's like round start. Go. You know.
I mean, it works for me.
Yeah, no, it works very well for you. See, I'm learning from your aesthetic already. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much.
All right, good for you.
I love it. Very cool. Boss is a console pleb. Oh, whoa. Shots fired. Shots fired.
This is a lot of accusations from you, Frosting. When you've seen me play shooters with a controller, I was sniping people with rocket launchers.
Whoa. That's pretty skilled right there. Look at this. Yeah, I know. Like there's always that argument of like which one's better, like console like shooters with controllers versus PC like players with like mouse and keyboard. And I always think that like you probably have better aim with the console. I mean with keyboard and mouse, but you probably not as you can't move as fast and like move around as quickly compared to like a console player, you know?
Give or take, yeah, I'd agree.
But that's an argument for a different story. Okay, so we do have.
I think we did get a spin.
Yeah, I did get a spin. I was shooting hearts at Teletubbies with a cat functioning as a semi-automatic. What game were you playing?
I too enjoy Left 4 Dead.
I do enjoy Left 4 Dead. I love it. Left 4 Dead's actually pretty cool. I want more Left 4 Dead stuff. More Left 4 Dead.
There really needs to be more. When are we getting 3?
Yeah, can we get 3 again? I heard we should
no.
get some 3. Oh.
Okay.
So, I get a lot of VTubers on my show.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a staple
Uh-huh.
in the VTube community. Now, obviously, it doesn't work with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I always love hearing the different styles and creativity of how some people can pull it off. And I think your fans would love to see you try something.
Well, I think a couple of them already know how this is gonna go.
Go. Well, hey, if you're comfortable with it, go for it. I'm totally not going to clip it, though.
No, it's fine. I love when my audience wants to hear me just go ara ara. Let me get ready. I gotta warm up for this shit. Okay. Ara ara.
Oh, okay. I like it. That's actually like a really good quality. Like I was expecting some jokes, but I like it. It's actually really good.
It's funny. Sometimes people forget that I can actually just turn the accent off for some of this.
Oh yeah, true. You can turn off the old radio kind of style of things, and actually just be like anime girl. But I still like the animated style. I like it.
Well, I actually just mean in general. I can just turn my accent off.
Oh yeah.
It's part of being a voice actor. You learn how to just turn stuff off sometimes. But other times, I just like having my accent on because it gives me way more personality.
It makes sense. It's actually nice to just like be able to switch between it. That is the one thing I really wish I could do is be a voice actor. Like because you guys have so much fun and it looks so interesting. I can't do anything. I try and it just sounds like I'm trying too hard.
Lefty, you could shut up about that.
Well, I remember you pulled off an amazing nya without even realizing. You had a nya? You did a nya? Did a nya?
Apparently, I will occasionally just say nya without even realizing it, and I hate it.
Oh my god, you do have anime tendencies. You do have anime tendencies.
Not really. Despite what my audience might say about me being a tsundere or whatever it's called.
Then, you a tsundere?
Apparently not anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. No worries. Well, we have another spin.
Yeah, let's do this.
She's a tsundere. I'm gonna remember this. She's a tsundere. It's just fast and it sounds like nya. When you just say
No.
yeah really fast, then yeah. Okay. There might
No.
be an accent. There might be an accent. Do you like Pokemon?
No.
Oh, really? You're not a Pokemon fan?
No, I've never even really played it.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to switch to a different question then.
It's fine. I could have answered it.
Oh.
I'll answer 2 of them. I'll answer 2. I
Okay,
don't care.
cool.
Oh.
So, for those at home, if you guys want to write down some notes, this is also a little fun, little tidbit of information.
Yeah, if my wife could please write this down, I'd appreciate that too.
Wifey, write this down.
The
When
first
she
thing.
comes up.
The first thing is the Pokemon thing. What's it called? I think it's Banette. The one that's got
Banette.
like the zipper mouth and it's like a little plushie.
Oh yeah, the ghost type.
Yeah, I adore that one. Everyone assumes like, oh, you like Mr. Mime or Mime Jr. And it's like, no, it's too on the
It's
nose.
too on the nose. You don't want that. Come on.
It's too obvious. Come on, give me a bit of a break here. I like the thing that has a big zipper on it. Why else do you think I have this?
Yep. I can see that.
Ideal date. So, I'm a classic Boston girl.
Oh, okay.
Take me to the boardwalk.
Oh,
I want to walk down the pier at sunset, get some ice cream, and sit at the end.
very nice. It's very nice. That's really sweet.
It's not big, it's not showy, but it's romantic.
It's nice. It's cute. It's very cute.
And yes, my wife did give me 10 Mr. Mime cards for Christmas once.
Wait, really? Oh my god.
Yes.
So you will eventually
were-
like Mr. Mime. You will.
Yeah, I probably will.
Cool.
I
Well,
got
I like it.
Nearby somewhere.
Adorable. Cool, I like it. That's actually really nice. All right, let's get into your design a little bit because again, that's probably one of the most like appealing things that we actually go for when it comes to VTubers is the design. You come in for the appeal of the design and you stay for the personality of the VTuber. So, what's
Exactly.
the thoughts that went into the design of your model?
So there's a lot that actually went into it because, as I mentioned, this is not my first model. This is my second 3D. This is the 3rd iteration of my model, though.
Oh.
Sorry, burping.
Oh,
I just
okay,
burped
no
right
worries.
into the microphone. But yeah, a lot of thought. I'm trying to think. Could I even bring up my old one?
Let's
I
see.
don't know if I could.
Some people say I have a drinking problem, but I have no problem drinking.
You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm
No
gonna
worries,
try
take
to
your
bring
time.
up my old model so I can show this off.
Let's see it. Let's check it out.
I'm gonna
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah,
disappear for
hell
1
yeah.
second.
See, we love that kind of style.
Right? Let's game capture.
It's like, trust me, I don't have a drinking problem. I figured that out a long time ago.
Right? Which one of these is the one I would use? This one.
He's in the back changing. Don't worry. Oh,
Yeah, don't worry. There's gonna be a bit of a background for a second as I do this. So,
Oh.
there we go. So this is my current model. But I've got my really old one, which is what I was usually
oh
using.
wow, that is really old school. That's like
Right?
that's actually really cool. I like that.
It's a lot more different than people used to think. Like when I did this, God, it's weird to see how tiny the hands are.
Yeah, that's so tiny compared to what you usually have.
Right? Let me see. Can I do the transparency here? No, of course not. So this is gonna be up for a little bit, if that's okay.
That's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, it's so weird. Like this was the first iteration, and it's so different than what people are used to now. Because I've
Whoa.
got these tiny hands, I've got the huge eyes. The hair kind of stayed the same.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay, you have your little bowler hat. You still have
Yeah,
that
the
little
hat
smiley
always stays.
face.
I got the hat, I got the bow tie, I got my weird shoulders,
Weird shoulders, the ball shoulders, 2D mouth.
pretty much. I've got my little poof dress, I got my stripe legs.
I like it. I like
It
it.
was a much different model, and it's just crazy to think like this is what I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a case like you could see I used a lot of this for inspiration for the new one.
Mm-hmm. Are you definitely
Um,
seeing?
like I've got the color scheme pretty much stayed the same. The hair got a bit lighter, um, but the dress kind of stayed the same. The arms and legs had to stay. Stripes are kind of my thing.
Mm-mm.
The gloves, I still have the X's on the back. The face, a lot of it stayed the same, even when I did change.
Okay, I like it.
Speaking of change, unfortunately, this model doesn't play well
Oh.
with the other one.
What? What is this?
So this is what happens when you put the wrong skeleton in the wrong skin.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my god, what is this kind of like monstrosity? Like this is like a horror game character right now. Jeez. Oh, there you go.
It's
Hi.
fine. It's fine.
Okay, we're back to normal. We're back to normal. Stick insect.
But it's funny. Like a lot of stuff went into this design that like a lot of people might not assume that
Slender.
because it's like it's you assume a lot about VTubers when they make their design.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a big one that a lot of people got on me about when I was first showing this off was very much like, oh, you were inspired by Peacock, from Skullgirls.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, she was a huge inspiration. She's got a very good style to her. It's why I got the longer arms, the bigger hands. Like, I like that style. But as well, like all the design that went into my model, I'm rubber hose. I have decades of stuff to work with for
True.
inspiration. And it's also when you go into VTubing, you typically want to pick like 2 to 3 things to have as your like gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like cartoon, clown, mobster. Cartoon's easy. That's the aesthetic. Clown is part of it. I admit I'm not the clowniest clown. I acknowledge this. And then gangster, and it's like that's more my wardrobe.
Yeah, I can see that, and it fits really well. Like all 3 of those things are like relatable, but also stands off from each other enough that you don't have to worry about it colliding with each other. So I think that's really fun.
I always like it because it effectively it kind of makes a V. It's not quite a triangle. You assume like, oh, all 3 of them connect. Like it's more of a V. Because like rubber hose clown kind of works. Rubber hose mobster, that really works. It's the time period.
Yeah.
But like clown mobster, not quite the connection. But it's still really good.
Yeah, but it's close. It's close. It's nice. It's good.
Exactly.
No, I like people could see it. People could see it because clowns were around the time that mobsters were really big. So it does make sense that they would be okay with that. Like if you did like mobster, like alien, people would be like, "What the frick are you trying to do?" Kind of situation. Because those things do not mesh well very well. So it's like it's a V, but it's a very close V. It's a very close V.
As well, like you can make anything work in the VTuber sphere.
True.
Like, there's a friend of mine, Al Chimpone. He's a monkey gangster.
I like it. I like it.
I think the name came first. The design came second.
I can see that. I can see that.
I'm the VOD villain. Exactly.
She's the VOD villain. I love it. I love it. And Mobster Alien sounds freaking awesome. It could.
Right?
It
Laser
could work.
Tommy gun?
I can see that. I can see that. That's actually
Exactly.
Cool. But yeah, no, and you're 100% correct. I think earlier last month, I actually had a PB and jelly sandwich VTuber on here, and it was great. It was awesome. It was delicious. He still left some of his stuff on the couch, so watch out.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, watch out for that. I've been trying to clean it off, but do you know how hard it is to clean up peanut butter and jelly off a leather couch?
I mean, it was a sticky couch. I've seen, the jokes online. I was a bit worried, but,
Oh, yeah, no, there's that sticky stuff too, but that will never come off. That will never come off.
Yeah, fair.
Very, very.
But yeah, the thoughts. The big one. A lot of people always get. Sorry, I'm just going on this question.
No,
so
no,
if
go
that's
for it.
okay. The big question I always get from people, because I am a safe for work streamer.
Mm.
I'm a safe for work VTuber. I don't do lewd stuff. I don't get the art made. I don't do anything like that. It's not my thing. I don't feel comfortable with it.
No worries.
But I always get questions about like, why is your butt so big?
It's thick.
And it's like, well, exactly. There's a difference between sexy and sexual. Me having a big butt isn't inherently sexual.
No.
Look at someone like Betty Boop or Dexter's mom or whatever. Like,
Yeah, no, trust me.
there's-
There's stuff there. There's stuff there, definitely.
Right, I'm not setting the bar. The bar's already there.
Yep, the bar's been there. I just been climbing it. I just been not going over it, but I'm there. I'm there.
Right, I could reach it if I tried.
Exactly. Which again, nothing wrong with that kind of stuff. Like you have fun with the way you want to be designed, and usually with that kind of aesthetic comes with that territory. But you're not trying to, like, I have this amazing VTuber who's a Splatoon character, and she does a really great job with her Splatoon like outfits and stuff like that. But there is a little bit of controversy with her design because she's a Splatoon character with boobs, and people are like, why are you putting boobs on a Splatoon kid? And she had a lot of like conversations about that kind of situation. So it really just depends on the situation. That's taking the bar and then going on top of it, you know?
It's funny. I've talked to people about that kind of thing all the time. Of just, if you want to go into VTubing, be inspired by something. Don't connect yourself to something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know this person. I'm sure they're great.
Oh yeah, there's amazing people.
You should never directly connect yourself to something because it does run into that issue.
Yep.
Of like, you're making a Splatoon character with boobs. It's like, no, I was inspired by Splatoon and have boobs.
Yep, exactly. And that's why, like, I think it works out just fine for her. And she's still, like, is one of the bigger Splatoon characters out there. But it just seems people have that kind of, like aesthetic that they'll get into something very specifically. And when someone is popular enough that does not do that aesthetic, but it's, like, slightly references it, they get really irritated with it, which I think is not fair.
It's really not. Like, it's the joy of like VTubing. You can be anything.
Yeah, that is the best thing about
Sometimes
it.
you shouldn't be something. You know, there's a lot of VTuber controversy about, you know, certain designs or certain people doing certain designs. But overall, like, the freedom is there.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of freedom to do it, and you can be whoever you want to be.
You know, and there's also they're full on art problems. Where people judge you based on your design.
Yep, 100%.
I've had the issue, but I'll talk about my friend first. A friend of mine is a horror VTuber.
Awesome.
Right? It's a weird thing with horror VTubers where people make a lot of assumptions about you that, like, oh, you're a horrible person because, like, you're into horror movies, or you're into, not in a bad way, they're into gory horror movies, and it's like, they start assuming, like, oh, you're a bad person for liking this, and it's like, it's not really.
Yeah. I just like the aesthetic.
Exactly. Well, I get the same thing. People are like, oh, your 1930s cartoon, those were really racist and sexist and all that. It's like, I like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't like what they did.
Yeah, no, and I think that's why people like need to realize that. And sometimes we are in the internet, and the internet is just stems off of like people asking like unfamiliar questions that they really shouldn't be asking, just to get a reaction. And it's not really fair, but also you kind of comes with the territory. When you are a content creator in a VTuber or in just the internet space in general, you will end up getting people coming in asking those kind of questions, because that just comes with the territory. Is what you do afterwards and having it control you is what really stands you apart from all the rest of the content creators.
Oh, absolutely. I've always said this. I fully believe it. You don't always get to choose what happens to you, but you get to choose how you react to it.
Yep, 100%. And because that's where like a lot of people like thoughts to have controversy, is that like some people will take these kind of like questions being asked to them and like pretty much I'm trying to find the right words to say it, but pretty much
It's okay.
you pretty much are they get these questions asked to them and they take it to an extreme level and they usually don't handle it very well and they usually actually end up attacking other people because of it, which is not fair. It's not fair.
It's not, but as someone who has kind of dealt with that with like the bendy thing, I understand like it can pile up. You get a lot of people asking you the exact same question or making the exact same comment. Eventually, you're gonna pop.
Yep.
Because you had enough of it, and I
Yep.
get it.
Yep, 100%. I agree, 100%. But yeah, I think it just depends on how you answer it, and I think that will like stand the test of time. And usually that's why like it's good that we all adults and we can handle things like this, but not
Well,
everyone can do that.
There are some kids in the VTuber sphere.
Yeah, and that's when
Unfortunately.
that's when it feels like a high school like drama than actual
Oh,
like
God.
situation. Yeah, I had a really good conversation with the last person I had on my show, where VTube communities just kind of feels like you just in high school, and all the drama from high school goes into it. But I feel like that doesn't really fit very well with a lot of content creators because we're all adults and we're all in the business, so we shouldn't be treating like a high school drama of like she said stuff like that.
I fully agree. It's a case of the good content creators. They'll move past it because they realize this isn't worth anyone's time.
Yep, 100%. And usually you can see that. I had a weird issue of having a model that completely is unrelated to what I'm passionate about. So I never really had to deal with a lot of that. It makes sense. It makes sense. And I do know that there's a lot of different controversies that happened depending on your model. But I feel like if you stand by your own design and your aesthetic and don't let others affect you, you'll be fine.
Oh, exactly. When I was starting out, I had so many people tell me like, "Oh, rubber hose VTuber, that's never gonna work. People only like anime."
Yep.
And it's like, look at me now.
Yeah, look, it's so cool. And I've met a lot of VTubers who are not anime inspired, and they do really well. And I love their aesthetic. And I think it's because they know who they are, and they know their audience, and they know not to like try to be multiple things that they're not are.
Exactly. I think we're still on the topic of like what inspired your design.
Yep.
I'm not an anime fan. So when I got into VTubing, it's like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be an anime girl or whatever. And it's like, well, what do I like? I like old cartoons.
Yeah.
So,
That's the great thing about VTubing is that you don't have to be an anime girl to do VTubing. It's just a virtual avatar. That's all it is. And I think it's so cool when I see like people use the aesthetic of VTubers and create something very unique and interesting. I love it. It's so cool.
exactly. You've got like the peanut butter and jelly person you mentioned. I've seen a dishwasher,
Yep.
a paper bag, a pile of goo. Not even like a slime person, just pile of goo.
Just goo.
Like, you get some really creative people, and I feel like that's, and of course, no shame in being anime. You want to be an anime VTuber, go right ahead.
Go for it.
I always personally appreciate the freaks and weirdos who stand out from the model.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, as a VTuber connoisseur as myself, I do love seeing anime VTubers, and I think there's nothing wrong with them. But whenever you see like a new VTuber come out, or just a VTuber has a different aesthetic, it just gets really interesting to like kind of see their their creativity kind of goes into place, because that's the cool thing about VTubers is they take that model and they run with it and they have really interesting like content creation like style to it. I like it a lot.
Exactly.
There's a tomato
Hey.
and ramen one. True.
There's so many of them. There's so many creative people. And that's, I think, one of my favorite things about VTubing,
Yep.
as well as one of the biggest flaws with it sometimes, is sometimes people come into it with not a great idea and then wonder why it's not working.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
sorry your cat girl avatar isn't pulling people in.
Yep, that's the other thing is that because VTubing is so massive, a lot of people will love to see it and like, oh hey, I could be a cat girl VTuber and I should be able to be super famous, and they question why it hasn't happened yet. It's
Right?
like you when you see a demographic of like different kind of styles and one pops off very well, you need to stand off on your own and be
Mm.
different enough, or else it's just going to seem like you're just following suit, you know?
Well, as well, you had mentioned it much earlier. Your design brings people in. Your
Mhm.
personality keeps them.
Yep.
So, genuinely, if you can have the most basic design ever, you could have a base Vroid model and stream with that. But if you have a great personality, super endearing, super engaging, super entertaining, you can bring people in
Yep.
and keep them.
True, 100%. And that's why I think that's what it is. And there's usually some people who's like, they either one or the other, and some of them both, and some of them are neither. And that's usually
Mm.
just based off of what you are as a content creator, you know? You can actually have the most basic design, and people won't be checking you out too much. But if they do check you out, they find out you're freaking amazing. But then there's the other opposite side where you have the most unique and interesting design ever, but then when you jump in it, the person is not as entertaining as they thought they were going to be, so they stop watching you, you know?
Oh, absolutely. It's advice I give, and I think that's a question later, but I'll say a bit of it now. Uh, Sometimes it doesn't matter how much money you spend to be a VTuber if you're not entertaining.
Yep, 100%. Exactly. That's why like I see so many situations, and I've had even people on my show where they actually bought a really expensive model, and then down the line, like less than a year later, they're trying to sell that model because it's not their style. They're not something they're really excited about. Which is sad
Yeah.
because there's some really great people that if they stick with it, they probably could get like really up there, but they just didn't like it, or they don't feel like they got as big as they wanted to.
It's it's interesting mentioning selling models because I've thought about that before, and it's like that doesn't feel okay. You
No,
know,
it doesn't.
that's
It doesn't.
that's you.
Yeah. That's why I think it's the one most saddest things ever is when I see someone sell a model. It's because this person, this is you. Like VTubers are you, like with your like you wearing yourself on your sleeve, like literally. Like you are. This is your aesthetic. This is your personality. This is your like theme, and now you're just giving it away to someone. You know, like it's weird. It's weird to me.
Well, it's especially, and we probably should move on to the next one.
Yeah,
Um,
it's okay.
but
It's okay.
I feel like it would be really weird if like you sold the model off and someone took it and did a good job.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so weird. Also, right? I feel bad if that's the case. That someone pulled you off better than you could pull yourself off.
Right? I personally always believe like it's the personality. The model ends up matching the personality, not the personality matches the model.
Yep.
So like, you know, it's a big thing of like VTuber, your voice doesn't match your model sort of thing. And it's like, no. If you do it long enough, your voice matches your model because that's you.
Yep. 100%.
Sometimes you get lucky. I just had the voice that fits a rubber hose cartoon character. So
It worked out very well for you. It works great. It was made for it. It was made for it.
I was drawn this way.
I was drawn this way. I love that's like that's my favorite line, like
Mhm.
from cartoons. Well, it's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which we're kind of doing right now in a way.
Oh my god, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing a Who Frames Roger Rabbit kind of style right now. And that's why actually
Oh,
one of
this
my
is
favorite
great.
things. That's one of my favorite things to do in like comparison because I'm a flesh tuber kind of person.
Gross.
I know, but that's what they call it.
You have to shower. You're weird.
Yeah, no, I have to take care of this body, empty it out every now and then, take care of it. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun. Take it to work. You know, but anyway,
That's fine.
shave and have a haircut. I need to get a haircut actually. Too.
2 bits.
Yep, 2 bits. But I just like the aesthetics. Like it's like I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I think that's a really great quote. I like it. It's really good.
Oh, it's the greatest.
All right, so next one, and I love this question. This is one of my favorite questions. What is your favorite part about your own design?
Oh, that is a very good one.
Yeah, love it.
There's so many because I adore my design. it's funny. I've put out a thing of like, hey, redesign my avatar, and so many times it's like it's just the exact same thing in a different style, which I think says something about my design.
Which is good. It's a good compliment.
But one of my absolute favorites, it's gonna sound stupid because it's like this is not a significant part of it. My freckles.
Aw, you love it.
It is such a small but character building part of my design that I just adore it. Like, I have gotten a bunch of fan art where people really put emphasis on the freckles, and I adore it.
I love it. I love it. That's so cool. And like, I don't think it's dumb at all. This is your favorite part, and this is actually something that's really, really cool about your aesthetic. And it might seem very insignificant to others, but it's really impactful for yourself. I think that's actually really cool. That's why I love asking that question, because some people might think that, oh, it's your hat, oh, it's your cigar, or it's your teeth, or it's your eyes. But no, for you personally, it's that little thing right there.
Exactly. Close follow-up is probably just the hands, because I think I have the biggest hands in the VTuber community.
Yep, you do have the biggest hands in the VTuber community, and you will keep on getting it bigger. Eventually, it'll just be a hand by itself. That's it.
I should get a toggle for that. Just make the hands even bigger.
Bigger, just bigger.
Bigger hands.
And then you can do that joke of like blowing into your thumb and it gets bigger, you know, and then you can like punch people. So, it'd be great. It's perfect.
I can already kind of do that by just blocking my face and changing emotions.
Yeah,
The void eyes are really cool. That's fair too, Frosting.
I like the void eyes. The voice is really cool. Under the gloves, bigger gloves. Yes, you should like take it off and just go. It gets bigger.
I've wanted to make the joke that I just have like really manicured hands under these. They're
Oh, it's just like
immaculate.
beautiful, like super nice.
The hand model if I didn't have these on.
Yep, you gave up hand modeling to be here.
Or the alternative where you take the glove off and it's just a nub at the end of my arm.
Just
There's nothing.
Gone. You can have fun with it. Have fun with it. That's the best thing about VTubing is you can do all those ideas. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that's the biggest part of it. Just have fun.
Also, we have a hydrate, which I think someone did because they heard me like cough in the middle of my conversation. I apologize. I do have a little bit of a cough. I apologize.
Did you? I did show the gun. It's
She's
one of my
threatened me like
favorite parts.
she's like threatened me 3 times with that gun. I definitely have seen the gun.
Listen, my hand cannon will definitely make sure that you don't forget me.
I will definitely not forget you. That's the great thing about you and your design is that you probably will come down in my VTuber like interview show as one of the most unique and interesting characters, and I love it.
Aw, does that mean I get to go with all the anime girls in the background?
I wonder. I'm pretty sure people can turn you anime. Pretty sure people can turn you anime.
You want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
They
Has
go.
someone already done that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so you turned yourself anime? I love it.
Alright, 1 second. I gotta bring this horrible thing back up.
No worries. She pulls out her glove and her fingers are guns. Oh, hey, look at you. You look adorable.
It's horrible. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's adorable. I think it's adorable.
It's not. It's not. Why is there so much wind in here?
Yeah, oh, sorry. I left the window open. I apologize. It's getting really
It's
hot in
fine.
here. I remember
I
this
made-
from the April Fools.
I
Oh,
made this like last year or 2 years ago for an April Fool's bit where I just was this playing a Sonic game. And it was horrible.
it's horrible.
It was horrible.
Leave
So I
Chris
just went and looked
creature.
at my model. Yep.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Look at my little nubs.
Little nub.
Let me just go back. Which one of these is the right one? There.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice, nice. Welcome back. Welcome back. You turned anime
I
for a
feel
little
better.
bit. You feel better. Don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
feel better.
That's good. It's good. It's good. We don't want you to be too anime. We don't want you to be anime anymore. It
Listen,
leaves a weird taste in people's mouths.
That's what I feel like that's what I would look like if they put me in Genshin. If I got that sponsorship and they really liked me, I would
Yep.
just be a weird grayscale anime girl.
Hey, I would pull for you. I'll pull for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Do you have a backstory or lore for your character?
I do actually. I'm not one of those people that makes a super in-depth lore backstory because personally it doesn't mean a whole lot to me as a viewer. It's like I'm not gonna keep hearing this lore over and over and over, so I just care what the VTuber themselves is doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate having to say it.
Oh.
You get to hear my real name. Itty bitty Biddles Bombardier.
Itty bitty Biddles Bombardier. That is so good.
Biddles is a nickname.
Oh my god.
My name's actually Itty Bitty.
Your name's Itty Bitty. I love that name. That's so good. It's adorable. It definitely doesn't sound like a mobster boss though.
That's why I'm called Biddles.
Yep. They call me Biddles.
I was a lonely girl growing up on the streets. Didn't have much, so I did the only thing I could. I started doing crime. They paid the bills, paid for mom's medicine.
Makes sense.
Eventually, you realize you're doing a few errands for some of the bigger people. You get brought in. They realize you got a knack for explosions. You become sort of a demolitions expert for the family.
Like
bust
normal.
a few vaults. Exactly, like normal, what you do.
Yep.
You break a few things, you get rid of a few people, you make a few problems disappear.
Yeah.
And eventually you get thrown under the bus because you're one of the smaller people.
Oh.
So,
How dare they treat the itty bitty people?
You do the thing you said you'd never do. You talk to some pigs. You get a plea deal. You get to move to a different place. Start your own little dinner show. Your own little dinner theater. The vaudeville. You get your own new crew, and you become your own fucking boss.
I love it. Good story. It's a good story. From tiny upbringings to now.
Nia is never gonna let me live down the fact that my name is Itty Bitty.
Yep. Itty bitty. Itty bitty bitty. Itty bitty tiny bitty. Yep, I love it.
But yeah, it's not super in depth. I'm not like, I'm like a fallen god who needs to play video games to survive or something.
Exactly. Which I actually have gotten a little bit way too many people on my show like that.
There's no shame in it. I just always find it's the funniest stuff when they try to connect their lore to VTubing. It's like, why is the devil himself playing video games online?
No, I love asking that question too, because like they'll be like, I'm this goddess among men who has reign control over humanity. I'm like, so why are you streaming?
Right.
Connections.
I stream because it's my downtime.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for a job. I'm doing this for fun.
Yeah, exactly. And it is fun. It's really fun. Every now and then you will have to, lay down the groundwork of your community and your gang, and if someone tries to press into your territory, But every now and then, you just like to have fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, fun. See, this is fun. No, it's good. Fun. Great. Oh, you didn't actually know that. Oh, see, that's a good thing.
Lefty and I are new friends, so I don't really advertise the whole itty bitty thing. Because, it's kind of embarrassing.
What? Nah, you should embrace your name.
No.
Just no.
No. Biddles sounds tougher.
Biddles does sound tougher. I like it. Is Biddles like your middle name?
No, it's a nickname.
Okay, cool. So your actual name is little itty bitty.
Itty bitty Bombardier.
Bombardier. Makes sense. I like it.
Although most people try to say it as Bombardier.
Because of your bombs, you do a lot of bombs. Do you have a bomb that you like to use?
I've got a few of them actually. They're my cronies.
Oh, nice. I love them. Do you throw your cronies at people?
Give or take, yeah. They like it.
Telling them to call you itty bitty.
I could probably bring them up.
Let's see. It's a little factor. Come at me, bro. People are trying to take her eyes. No.
They're welcome to try. Let's see. Where's a good picture of them? This will work, and it's kind of a teaser for my upcoming starting soon screen.
Hey guys, a little teaser for you guys.
Where the hell is it? Whoa, that's big.
Oh.
That's a lot bigger than it's supposed to be.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, I see something.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh, hey, oh! I love the animations. Look, the guy in the background is so happy. He's just like trying to push the other one out of the way.
Yeah, these are my goons.
The
There's
goons.
Tommy, Pinhead, Shorty, and Dinah.
Dinah. I like Dinah. Dinah's my favorite. Dinah's my favorite.
Oh, everyone loves Dinah. She's
Everyone.
the sweetheart of the group, apparently.
Oh, she's dynamite.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect. I like them. This is so cool. This is so cool.
Yeah,
I like 'em.
there are my alerts on the stream. They just pop out and do whatever I say.
Nice. That's really good. And sometimes, you know, they get a little too heated and they blow up. But we
Well,
love
yeah, they're
them.
my little bomb squad.
Little bomb squad. My boy Chip. My boy Chip.
There's 3 I didn't show. Those ones are still being saved for stream.
Do it. Save for the stream. Save for the stream. I like it. All right, so we talked a little bit about this, and we don't have to dive too much into it if you don't want to, just because you already did talk about this a little bit. But what's your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
At the moment, I feel like there's a lot of people trying to start drama for no reason other than they can.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I always try to stay out of it. I mostly just find it boring. We're entertainers. Our job is to entertain. I don't really care if like you were mean to someone on a stream. As well, especially as a solo person, it's like I'm never gonna work with you anyway.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Overall, it's very nice people.
Yep.
I feel like that's what you have to do though, is just kind of find good people. Because there are some bad actors. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. They're not bad actors. They're just doing some stuff they really shouldn't.
Yeah. What girls are mean to you?
I bit her eye a few times. She liked
You
it.
bite her eye? Why are you biting people? Oh wait, she liked it.
She liked it,
Nia.
right?
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Do people like
It is for her.
eyes? Oh. Well, hey, you do you. You do you. Whatever gets your rocks
Exactly.
off. I love it. I love it. I love how Frosty's all sad because he thought you were the Gronies.
It's a difference. My fans are my goons. I love my goons. The little bomb squad, those were my cronies. It's a difference.
It's a difference. It's a difference. One. Yeah, Nia does like the biting. And apparently Lynn
True.
also likes the biting too. But that's a different story because that's your wifey.
Yeah. To be fair, she put her finger in my mouth.
Oh.
What was I gonna do? Not bite it?
Not bite it? Come on, guys. Obviously. That's how it works. She does ask to bite it a lot. Oh, you also asked to bite it a lot. Oh, yes.
No, Nia does.
Oh, yeah, Nia.
She has a redeem to let people bite her.
Hmm.
Right?
I didn't think you bite so hard. Well, look
Don't
at the
put your
teeth.
finger in my mouth. Look at me.
Yeah. The them sharp teeth is what they're for. Is what they're for.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, overall, I think the VTuber community is great. There are definitely people who are just trying to start shit for the sake of starting shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I met a couple of them that literally tries to find problems where they're not supposed to, and they make content off of it because that's what they are. They're content creators to talk about the drama, which is not fair. It's not good to do. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't be a Keemstar.
Kim Star. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Have higher standards for your content.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I think it's really like, I don't know what's the word, but like you really shouldn't drive your entire like content creation off of like something that is kind of hard to find. And the only way you can really make content is to create unnecessary like drama, because this is not going to help you in the long run, you know?
Well, as well, like sometimes I've seen them where it's like it is completely valid drama, but it's like everyone knows this is bad. What are you even really talking about?
Exactly. Like, what are you attributing to the conversation that some other crazy amount of people have already done, you know? That's why I don't really talk about VTuber, like, drama, because there's nothing I can say that will like add anything to the conversation, you know? Like the whole
I agree.
yeah, like the whole Nizi Sanji situation. I'm not really involved with any of that in any way, shape, or form. I just like VTubers because they're fun. They're really cool. So I
I
had
don't
someone
even know
ask.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was just like controversy of like a corporate like group who's in charge, and they just let go someone that shouldn't have been let go, and there was some like background stuff going on, and I won't go into dwell with it because again, it's been talked about a whole bunch of other times. But let's just say that like there's no reason for us to talk about it because we're just small content creators comparison to this giant corporation, and whatever we say is not going to change anything. So there's no reason for me to talk about it, you know?
Look, there is reason. Sometimes you might have a unique perspective, but when you
True.
acknowledge it's like I have nothing new to add to this conversation, it's fine to keep your mouth shut.
Exactly, that's why I am. But I think a lot of people like are trying so desperately hard to like put their voice into it, but it just sounds like everyone else is saying it the same thing, you know?
Exactly. You should try to make your voice heard, but also just think about like, do you have something to say?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I agree with. That's why I agree with. Cool. Next question for you.
Of course.
Have you noticed anything different from when you first started streaming compared to now? Like
I
quality.
am way more confidence.
Yeah, I like how confident you feel. Like I do not know what you like when you first started, but right now you're very confident. You know exactly how to like hold a audience. I think it's really good.
It's funny. I've been doing this for a lot less than other streamers. And if you looked at like my very early stuff, I was the very shy person, just being like, "Okay, guys, this is gonna be great. I hope we're gonna have fun. What the hell is this? Oh God!" And now I'm just here, like I fully accepted my accent. Because I early on I did try to kind of suppress it because I was kind of embarrassed by it.
Mm-hmm.
But then like people would come in, it's like, "Oh, your accent is so cute," and it's like, "Yeah, you know what? Screw you. I am cute.
I
I'm
am
adorable."
cute. I'm adorable.
But that's the absolute biggest thing. Is just confidence. We mentioned it a bit because we both do it. I also talk with my hands way more. I've always talked with my hands, but now it's way more animated because now there's other people actually being able to see it.
True. I like talking with my hands all the time too, and I love like talking to VTubers who can't talk with their hands because you can obviously can see that they would like to talk with their hands, so I'll do it for them, and it's really fun.
Oh, it's great. I've talked, especially it adds so much visual comedy to things.
Mm.
I've been on collabs where I'm doing this exact thing where I'm sharing my model, and someone next to me won't be able to do anything, so I'll just like reach over and give them a pat or something, or just anything. You can add so much, and I made a big deal of it when I got my hand tracking, because it is a big change.
Yeah, it is a major change, but I think it actually fits with your aesthetic very well, and I think that's why I think a lot of people like it. Like, chat, you mentioned it. You mentioned, do you guys like the hand tracking with her? And does it add to her like content creation, like makes it so that she can actually be who she wants to be? Yeah, exactly. People love the hands. People love the hands.
Sometimes it betrays you. I acknowledge this. Like if I'm reaching for a drink, you
Yep,
guys can't
it's
see
stuck.
the drink.
It's stuck.
Or if because I have the big stupid hands. If I need to like scratch my nose, that's not where that is.
That is not my nose. This is not my nose. You know.
Like, but to go back to like what changes have you noticed? The big one is confidence.
Mhm.
I've always been an entertainer, but I've always been scared of actually like entertaining talking. It's hard to believe I used to be very introverted, like very not talkative to the point I was nearly mute. Now you can't shut me up.
And that's how it goes. Like you just have so much you want to talk about because you don't talk before, but now you have every reason to talk. Now we can't get you to shut up. It's just
Yeah,
good.
good luck.
It's good. Yep, we love it. We love it. Keep talking. Keep talking. Everyone risk catching
Like-
those hands. Everyone risk it.
Listen, I got the knuckles for a reason. As a quick thing, full on, if you're the kind of person that is shy, try VTubing. Being able to talk and entertain without having to show your face, it's really liberating.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really a nice feeling. Yeah. That's the one thing I love more about VTubing than anything in the world. And that is the fact that people who have always wanted to like do something in front of a camera but afraid of showing themselves, VTuber has allowed them to have that avenue to be able to try something they've always wanted to try without the worry of being judged by what they look like. And I think that's so cool.
Exactly. It's the great thing about it. Like, thank you, sweetie. The idea of like being a flesh tuber, like you, like a weirdo.
Yeah,
And
weirdo, like
it's
me.
like I've got to shower, I've got to put on makeup, I've got to find a nice outfit. It was like, no, I don't.
Nope.
I'm wearing a tank top and I haven't showered today. But look how cute I am.
Yeah, look adorable. So adorable. The itty bitties.
Exactly. But I guess simple answer, just confidence. That's the biggest thing that's changed.
I like it. It's a good change. And I think it works out well for you. Very well. There you go. Cool. Awesome. Next one is a very difficult question. Are you ready for this question?
I can handle difficult things. I'm a big girl.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's see how it handles this one. What's your favorite video game franchise?
Oh, hands down, Sly Cooper.
Really? That's actually really impressive. I actually don't hear many people talk about Sly Cooper.
It is one of my absolute favorite franchises. I've been trying to figure out how to stream it because emulation is garbage.
True.
But
Do you
yeah, when I was a
have?
kid?
No, continue.
Sure, just hold on to your thought. I'd love to answer.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to play Sly Cooper so much to the point I think I would play Sly 2, the second one, just multiple times a year. It meant that much to me.
I like it. That's so cool. That's really fun. So my question I was going to ask you is, as someone who actually streams retro games sometimes, how do you own that game?
So one, you're breaking my heart to say it's retro.
Trust me.
Not that old.
Freaking don't get me wrong. Like I don't think it's retro either, but I was told that PS2 games and PS3 games are says retro now, and people are now arguing.
Are you serious?
People are now arguing that PS4 games are starting to get retro, which I'm not happy with.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Not that old. Yeah. It's true though. Unfortunately, PS3.
No, it's not
PS3.
retro. I will fight you on this. PS2 is not retro.
I wish I could argue and say that's not either, but unfortunately, only 12% of the actual like game market of PS2 games are even accessible to buy.
I hate this. You're right. This is a hard question for all the wrong reasons.
Yep, I didn't think it would be this difficult. I didn't think this crumble. Crumble to dust. We're just that old. But I'm guessing you do have it. You do have it.
I own it twice.
Oh, nice.
I have the original discs for the Sly Collection, as well as the PS3 version of the Sly Collection, which is just one disc with all 3 of the original games on it.
Okay, I like it. She's the wait, no, don't tell me the PS2 came out 24 years ago. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Nia, shut up.
Well, if you ever want to learn how to like add it onto a stream, I can show you because I do the exact same thing on my streams. PS3 is a little bit more difficult to do because PlayStation has a weird like HDMI port that makes it so that if you try to like connect it to like a outsource, it will keep on not allowing you to because it has an anti like cheating software onto it. You have to bypass it.
You need a special like HDMI splitter to go into your thing. I've got the capture card and everything. I bought the wrong splitter.
Oh, okay. You don't even
So
have to
I'm like
do.
one step away.
Well, so you don't even need the splitter. All you need to do is just bypass the HDMI by just doing the regular analog, which is the red, white, and yellow cable, and then using the adapter from that to an HDMI port, and plug that into your computer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But that's
I'll,
really
I'll
good
show
to
you
know.
because I would love it to see you play that game. 'Cause I haven't played that game forever, and it'd be cool to see you play it.
Well, here's the thing. I did the first. I did first Sly game emulation. It was garbage
Oh yeah,
because I couldn't figure out the settings, so there was just constant slowdown. And then I did one episode of Sly 2 emulation, and I decided, no, this is garbage. I need to figure out. I need to either make the emulation work, or I need to figure out how to just do it from the console that it was supposed to be played on.
yep. Just do it from the console when it's supposed to be played on. It's better that way. Like I found myself just loving the old school way anyway, because you get it more natural. But I definitely know that some people have a hard time with that.
Mhm. It's a shame. I've got the emulation. I've got it up. I just need to figure out the settings to make it so it doesn't poop the bed when I stream it.
Yeah, we don't want them to poop the bed. No pooping in the bed.
Right?
one
Nobody wants to poop the bed.
No one wants to poop the bed. Exactly. No one wants to poop the bed.
And if you do, I don't want you watching me.
Yeah, don't poop the bed. Don't. And if you do poop the bed, what are you doing up? You should be napping. You should be napping.
The biggest takeaway you should take from this stream, if you're an up-and-coming VTuber, is don't shit the bed.
Yep. Agreed. That's the best advice I think you can give to anyone. 100%.
Also, Sly 4 never happened.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember that game. I don't even remember the game.
Yeah. No, it never happened. It was never made.
Never. We didn't, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Next
What?
question.
Next question. If you could live in any video game or anime world, in your case, video game, what world would you like to live in?
It sounds really sad. I feel like the Sims world would be great just because I don't have
Really?
to worry about taking care of myself.
You just have someone else take care of you for you and make all the decisions.
I want to be a hamster.
I'll be a hamster. But what if the owner doesn't do a good job?
I guess I'll die.
No, you don't want to have that as being controlled. Like I guess I'll just die then. I guess I'm a
I
hamster.
get to meet the Grim Reaper.
That's true. He seems like a chilled guy, so he likes to play video games too.
Nia makes a good point actually. I want to be a duck in plastic duck simulator.
Yes, that's good. That's the life right there. That's the chill life.
Right? Just floating around a pool, just having the time of your life. Occasionally a glitch will happen and you get flung out into the ocean. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's like,
And
it's
the
like
ocean's
glitch.
nice. There's nothing bad in the ocean.
Yeah, no, never anything bad in the ocean. You guys can't
Never.
prove to me that there's something bad in the ocean. Psh, it's always good.
It's not like scientists have been, studying the ocean and then decided they wanted to go to space instead to get away from the ocean. That didn't
Yeah.
happen.
It's not like we know more about the space than we know about our own depth of our own oceans. Yeah, no, obviously not.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's not scary.
Whales do smile though. That's actually a really good sign. I like that.
Whales can go to hell.
Yeah, they can go to hell. It's true. It's true. They do have morals. They do have like stuff like that. And they remember very well. True, true.
I believe it was The Simpsons that said, "Nuke the whales."
Nuke the rails. Exactly. Nuke them. Just nuke them. They shouldn't be
We don't need
smiling.
them.
Yeah, we don't. They don't need to be smiling. What are they
What
smiling
have
about?
whales done for me? Huh?
They
We don't
do.
need them.
We don't need them. We don't need them. I want to taste whale meat. That'd be interesting. I don't know. I bet it'd be very thick, very
It's very fatty.
very fatty,
Very fatty.
very fatty. At least a dolphin. That'd be interesting. Ask her which whale she loves the most and why is it the orca?
Yeah, me. You
You-
doing this? So, I guess it was on your circle of like unknown facts. So I guess I'll answer this one for free. I hate whales.
Really?
I do not like them at all. They terrify me to no end, especially orcas.
Really?
They
Orcas
are-
are scary.
Right?
Yeah.
They are vicious, fast, strong killing machines. And yeah, people say there's no documented kills. There's no documented wild orca kills on humans. And it's like, yeah, you know what the important word in that sentence is? Documented.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that you haven't done it. It just means that no one has found out.
Exactly.
No
Yeah,
witnesses.
there's a bunch of ones in orcas in captivity just dragging people to the bottom of the pool and holding them there.
Yeah.
That's the thing that scares me.
Yeah, they know. They know. They know. And also,
they know what they're doing.
Also, that's not true anymore because now I'm hearing documentations where orcas are actually like hunting down boats and like capsizing them on purpose because of like them going into their territory.
I have heard that. I don't know if they're attacking the people afterwards, but yeah, there have just been orcas just going after yachts.
Yep.
And it's the funniest shit. I've also heard that there are apparently orcas that are getting confident enough to go after sperm whales.
Yeah, it's like orcas are scary. They're freaking terrifying creatures. You do not want to mess with them. I'm more scared of orcas than sharks.
Absolutely.
100%. So watch out, guys.
People will be like, "Oh, Biddle, shouldn't you love them? They're black and white." You should be afraid of black and white things. Look at me.
Yeah, she's terrifying. She's already threatened me like 4 times with a gun. You should be scared of black and white.
I'm a villain. What do you expect?
What do you expect? Fun fact: the Titanic didn't hit the iceberg. Orcas ripped the ship in half. Oh snap! Orcas is crazy.
The orcas heard that weird band with the violin, and they just decided, fuck this.
Yep, I'm done with it. Ate it. Ate the whole ship. Ate it.
This is gonna make a weird story that some like 70-year-old lady is gonna tell about how she had sex with one random guy in a boat, and that's what she remembers.
Yep,
and it's gonna be great. That's what the orcas wanted.
Yep, that's the orcas wanted. Just let her survive, because they know it wouldn't be believed. It wouldn't be believed. Hello, Speedy. It's great to see you. Hello.
Hi, welcome in.
Alright, next question. If you could collab with any VTuber out there, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with? And also, if your internet was good.
What?
And if your
internet was good.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, I do get asked this question quite a bit.
Ooh.
And the answer is I've already collabed with everyone I've wanted to.
Oh, okay. Nice.
If I had to do it again, I'd love to I'd love to collab with Mackenzie. Another rubber hose VTuber. Absolutely adore her. She's a huge inspiration for my stuff.
Aww.
Incredible artist, incredible programmer, incredible entertainer. I adore her stuff.
Okay, that's so cool. That's really nice. I think that's adorable. I think that's very adorable. Well, I like it because people always like go for like the biggest, highest of VTubers, but that's why I ask no matter how big or small they are. Because sometimes some people just want to collab with friends they just haven't had time collabing with.
It's part of it. I've done one thing with her once and I adored it. But it's also a case of like, I don't watch any of the bigger VTubers, if I'm being honest. They don't interest me. So it's like, I don't want to stream with you.
Makes sense, you know. It would be kind of weird for you to be like streaming with like Iron Mouse and stuff like that because your guys' content doesn't really like collide with each other very well.
Exactly. We've got very different personalities. I'm a high energy, but like very, how to word this? I'm very calm, high energy, I would say.
Yeah, you have good vibes. Very vibey.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I've heard a lot of the bigger ones, they're very high energy screaming.
Yeah.
And I don't deal with that.
Makes sense. Like I said, like nothing wrong with that. It's just that it doesn't fit your style.
Exactly. It's the same thing with viewers. Like, people who come into my stuff, it's like, oh, I don't like you. Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
That's fine. I'm okay. I can accept when people don't like me.
Yeah. No, you can't please everyone. It's just human nature. The whole point of being a human is that we all have our own like likes and dislikes. So there's impossible to find find every single person like liking you, you know?
Exactly.
It's fine.
Yeah. And you know, as long as you're not a jerk about it, just saying like how much you dislike someone. feel free, dislike people.
Yeah,
You don't like their content, you don't like their personality, you don't like how they look. That one's a bit iffy. Maybe keep that one to yourself.
yeah.
But
Just don't be an a-hole about it. You know, like you can not like people's specific like personalities and stuff like that, but don't go into their like face and be like, I don't like you because of these reasons. It's like,
cool, I don't
why?
care. Who are you?
Yeah, like what the frick? I don't like you either. Go away. You know, that kind of situation.
Right? And especially the other part of it, which is like, don't get mad that people don't like the same things as you.
Yeah. Like I think that's the biggest thing because a lot of people assume that you must like the same thing that they like, and when they
Hmm.
don't, they get super confused about it. It's like, guys, we all like different things. It's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
it happened. It's kind of tangentially related to the question, where there was a thing like months ago, where it's like you're not a real VTuber if you don't watch the big names, and it's like I don't even know any of them.
Yeah.
Does that make me not a real VTuber?
No. Obviously, you can be like again, being a VTuber is just being able to be a content creator that uses a virtual avatar, and as long as that virtual avatar is able to be used in a way that's creative and very unique to you as a person, and your personality, you can be a VTuber. You know, you don't have to do the whole graduation or like idol culture, which is kind of what it stems off of. You can just enjoy the things you like.
Yeah, that's a really hard thing for some people to internalize.
It's weird to me too. Like it's very weird, but like I don't know. That's why I think the virtual avatar part is something I wanted to see catch on very well. I want more people to become that kind of style of things and kind of step away from the whole flesh tuber kind of side of things because it gets to the same old, you know, like there's as much as I can do. I can't do that much stuff other than just doing the things that I normally do. But
Exactly.
VTubering, you can be very creative with the things you can do as a content creator. And yes, the idol culture is pretty messed up right now.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like celebrities, don't idolize them.
Yeah, don't analyze. They're just regular humans, really. They just have a lot of money.
Exactly. It's the sort of thing you can like a person, just understand like money does not equal genius.
Yeah.
There are some very rich idiots.
Well, yeah, 100%. And like that's the thing. It's like these are just regular human beings with their own like likes and dislikes. They're just rich and they're able to utilize it a lot more than we can, you know? And that's why a lot of people think that like having money just kind of reveals who you truly are, you know? Because like now these people are using their money to do really messed up things, and you think that, oh wait, why are they doing that? It's like because they can. Before they couldn't, because they couldn't afford it. Now they can. So now you can see what they like. Exactly. I think it's tricky.
But yeah, Mackenzie, yes, I'm sorry we keep going on these tangents. I like talking.
I like talking too. I think it's great. Like I have nothing against going on tangents. I think that's my favorite part. My like the interviews that are very short are the ones that I usually kind of like, oh man, that didn't do as well as I wanted to. The ones that go on long and we actually have good conversations are my favorite ones.
Right? It's been going good. We're over 2 hours.
Yeah, we're over 2 hours, so we do have 2 more questions left. Are you guys ready to wrap this fun little adventure around?
And plus whatever spins come up, if you guys want to roll those.
Yeah, if you want to do more spins, I think we got all the like big ones out, like the hard hitting ones. So all the rest of the ones is gonna be fun facts.
Exactly, and I'm full of fun.
No, yeah, look at her fun. She has the amount of fun is in her hands, you know. So the amount of fun she has is her hands. She can't hold a lot. And speaking of which, we do have a spin. So let's do it. This is a good learning process for me. I've been out of the interview game for a while, which is true. That's why it's really fun. What does this one say again?
I don't know. I don't know what this means.
Can you read this for me?
Hoblin D?
Hoblin D's nuts. Oh. Well, actually, this is an inside joke for more streamers. Yeah. I thought it was funny. I thought it was worth it.
Can you explain the joke to me, please?
It's
Mhm.
a play on words. It's goblin D, which is pretty much like you almost sound like you're saying a gobble, like gobbling the nuts. And if someone say that, you say these nuts at the end, and it sounds funny because you make it sound like you gobbling nuts. Twitch humor.
That's funny. Yeah,
Like, whew.
it's I don't like that you guys see me petting my cat now.
I thought you tried to pet me. I'm like, okay, good, okay. I think this is a good sign. It's a good sign, guys. Good signs. Goblin D shoes. Nothing feeds the soul like the D's nuts joke. Is great. I love it.
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about? It's great.
No.
It's part of the Twitch culture, right? Remember, it's Twitch culture. Everyone does these jokes, right? She's like, no, I don't like
No. My friends hit me with these nuts jokes for 24 hours once. I hated it because I fell for every single one.
Oh no! I try to get better with them, but I think it's whenever you get like unique ones. But I used to do dragon a lot. I usually lose that as dragon, but then people start to get familiar with that, so yeah, change around a little bit. Hits you with the D's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is next for you? What is your upcoming goals? What would you like to accomplish next for your streaming? HD nuts. Go on.
So Gwen, I'm not answering your question. A big one, I just want to get bigger. That sounds very like, oh, that's of course obvious. Everyone wants to.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to cough. I'd like to get to 2K. I'm currently sitting at about 1.4. As well, if I could get the money from this to make it a full-time thing, I'd love to.
Very cool.
But unfortunately, as it is, I stream 8 hours a week. Which, anyone who watches VTubers, that's not a lot.
It's
8
hard.
hours a week is nothing. Like, there are people who do this full time, and I super respect them because I wish I could join them. But I can't.
Yep.
But otherwise, like, I'd like to start my own show. I'd like to be in your position someday.
Yeah. Do a little talk show with other people. Bring them color in the colorless.
Exactly. Whether it's like a talk show like this, or I got a few friends who do trivia shows, and that could be fun.
That would be fun.
Or get something with voice actors together, and we just do dubs or something. Your cat does not seem to care about this interview.
No, he just wants food. He just wants food, even though his
Very
food is
relatable.
fully filled.
That'll be fun. It will be. I hope so.
That would be
Like-
fun. I would love to see you do that kind of stuff, but I definitely know that life is busy, very busy.
Unfortunately, it really is, and it's trying to make all this work. Like that's one of the biggest things I've learned about streaming. Besides, like the confidence, is just this is hard.
It takes a lot out of you.
Like it's the same thing for most any job, which is like you sit behind your computer, you watch someone streaming, and you're like, this isn't so hard. Try it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's the people who have genuine good talent that make it look easy. That's why, like, you see someone doing this kind of stuff, and you're like, I could do that. Yeah, because they make it look easy after years of practice.
Yep.
It's like seeing like a professional like cowboy at those things where they're just like bullseye, 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 bullseye. And it's like, that didn't look so hard. I could do that.
I could do that.
It's like, do you know how many weeks, months of collaboration practice it took to be able to hit 17 bullseyes in a row? Like,
Sorry.
it's harder than it looks. It's not the hardest job, of course.
But no, it's
You know,
still like in comparison to others. But it still takes a lot out of you, and there's a lot that goes into streaming. Like you have to be your own producer, you have to be your own marketing, you have to be more your own tech, you have to be more your own entertainer. You're pretty much taking an entire studio worth of like clientele, and you putting the entire job on yourself.
exactly. All in the hopes that one day you're making enough money that you can pay people to do it for you.
Exactly, exactly. And a lot of people like get really like sad because they're like, "Oh, my content is not as good as this person's content." It's like, well, this guy's been doing it for a lot longer than you have, and they have a team. You need to
Mhm.
do it by yourself. But like, don't comparison. No comparison. That's the hard
Oh,
thing to do.
exactly. It- Jealousy is a very natural emotion, but don't let it control you.
Mm.
I'm fully acknowledging I was and still am the same way. I will see someone who started streaming after me, and they'll just start exploding in popularity because they put in the time, they put in the effort, they put in the knowledge, they did a bunch of research before they started that I didn't. I jumped into this. No water wings, no life preserver. I jumped in the deep end, and it kind of worked after nearly 2 years.
Okay, there you go.
But like you said, don't compare yourself to people who have different experiences. Having fun?
Sorry, like he really wanted to lick my beard for some reason.
No, I get it.
You
Just,
you get it?
that
You get
tongue
it?
spin places.
Oh, where has
No,
your
I,
tongue been?
I fully get it. My cats do the same thing. The hell was I talking about?
Yeah, sorry, it's a little
Um,
distraction. A little distraction. Just a little
no, he's
bundle
adorable.
of.
I love him. Um,
Pretty much, we were
right.
talking. Okay.
Sorry. Don't compare yourself to people who have different opportunities, I should
Yes,
say.
that's a good one.
If you're in a position like I am, where you can stream maybe 8 hours a week, don't compare yourself to the person who's streaming 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
They have different opportunities than you. This might be their full-time job.
Yeah.
They're putting in more effort because they have to. This is how they pay their bills. This is how they don't be homeless.
Yep.
Whereas if you're in a position like me, where it's like I'm working a full-time job while also trying to stream, I don't have the time for a lot of this.
Mm-hmm. And you should never you should never compare yourself like that. But also, you as a viewer shouldn't compare those kinds of people with each other as well, because it's not fair to like, why aren't you bringing up the same amount of content as this person is? Like, well, you realize that this guy has been doing it a lot longer, and they make their living off of this. This person is just started, and they want to make a living off of this, but they know they can't at the moment, so they are trying to do the best they can.
It is difficult not to, Nia. That's the problem with jealousy. Which, again, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
It's okay to be jealous. It's just how you channel that jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, like viewers shouldn't compare to people. I personally do that myself to myself. There's this person with really high production quality, so I'm gonna up my production quality. And I have heard, Nia as an example, people who have seen what I've been doing, and they're like, well, I need to up my production quality.
Yeah.
And it can just be like a never-ending loop of just, there's someone doing it better than me, I'm going to improve my stuff, there's another person doing it better.
Calling me out.
You
No
like
worries.
it, baby girl.
Oh, I love it. Competitive competition is healthy, but it's not a race. True. Very
Exactly. You should never. That's not the right word. It's okay to compare yourself to others, but in terms of being better than someone, the only person you need to be better than is you from yesterday.
true. Yep. 100%. It's good quote. Good quote. And don't be like if you see someone doing better than you, don't be like, oh my god, this person's cheating or something like that. Just be like, oh, why are they doing better than me? Finding out how, and then respect it, and then see if you can contribute to how you can do better.
Yeah. And sometimes you know, you have your own standards and morals. I fully acknowledge, and you know, I'm not saying it's the way, but you know, having more shapely models, having more skin showing, that really does help with growth. It's much better eye candy. I will never do that. I will never sacrifice that part of my design or my convictions and do that. That's not what I want. You do that, that's great. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I won't do it.
Yeah. And you should stay by your own morals and values, you know? You shouldn't like only jump into like the biggest trend just because you want to grow, because that will hurt you in the long run, because now you're changing your way of doing things to fit the biggest popular thing, you know?
It's better to be a trend setter than a trend follower.
100%. You should be setting the trend of being a black and white mobster clown instead of you following suit of everyone else being a black and white mobster clown.
You'd be surprised how many people I've converted to rubber hose already.
Oh, well, I like your design, so I think it's perfect. This thing is really cool.
Flatterer.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Are you ready for the last question of the night?
God, I hope so.
Go. Well, this is my favorite question. And you did go into it a little bit already, but let's get into more detail. Are you ready?
Sure.
Cool. What do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out a little bit? Must resist the rubber hose conversion. Now you embrace it. Embrace it.
Did you read the right question? Because the one on screen says something else.
What did I say? Do you have any advice for
What do
those who might? Do you have any advice for those who might want to get into streaming or VTubing? What did I say?
What do I bring to the VTuber community?
Oh shoot! Oh my god! That was a while ago. Wow, my brain, dude. I do too many of these interviews. Oh my god, my brain like it's wired.
It's fine.
Wow, I never made that mistake before. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm the first. Great.
Wow, that's crazy because oh man, I have two sets of questions that like one on the screen and then one right here to keep me from not making that mistake. And I can't believe. Wow, I do. I've been doing these interviews for over 3 years now, so it's my first time making the mistake. I apologize.
I'm glad it could be a lot of firsts for you. That's great.
I see. Yeah. Do you have any advice for those who might want to get into VTubing/streaming?
I think the big two. We just talked about it a bit. It's okay to be jealous. Use that energy to improve yourself. Don't use it to tear yourself down about like people are doing better than me. Who cares? Do better than yourself. The big one, and I tell this to so many people, and there's people in chat I know who have heard this and it really resonated with them. There's people I've talked to privately who this has really resonated with, and I will stand by this till the end of time with VTubing. Please do not play a character. It might sound like, oh, you're pretending to be like a rubber hose clown VTuber. I just talk like this.
Yeah.
This is not a voice I put on. I put on a little bit of static for a bit of showmanship, but that's it. This is just me. I'm not, yeah, I do a bit of hyperbole, sure. I'm not really a rubber hose clown VTuber IRL, but that's part of the show. But I'm not going to sit here and make up an entirely fake life and tell you how my fake life went. Because that's not what brings people in. What brings people in is genuine. They like people. They like someone who understands them and who they understand. You want someone who tells a story of how they went to the local burger shop and they got their order wrong and how pissed off they are at it. Not they were doing political negotiations with a neighboring kingdom and it went bad. No, that's not relatable. Who cares? Don't play a character. Anyone and everyone that I have seen who played a character has had a bit of a breakdown. Because the part of that really gets to them, and it's the part that really matters to a streamer, is that my audience does not like me. Because that's not me. Sorry, eyes itchy.
No, you're good. I thought she's wiping away the sweat, because this is a deep conversation. I love it.
I'm very passionate about this because I have seen it destroy so many people. A friend of mine recently, she was doing a whole thing where it's like I'm a princess and all this, and she was like, I can't be this character anymore. It's too hard. So I told her, it's like, don't be the character then. Like, it's that simple, really. Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself. Don't like it's fun to be a character in the very beginning and having that lore and fun stuff, but when it comes down to it, just be who you want to be and who you're comfortable with.
Right? Like, everyone's like, oh, I gotta do this. My audience won't like me if I'm a person. It's like, I might not watch the biggest VTubers, but I know enough about them to know they're just people.
Yep.
They're just themselves. And that's what gets people to watch them. Yeah, they got the flashy models, they got the movement, they got the, whatever. But it's the people that keep them coming back. You
Yeah.
want to watch someone pretend to be someone else? Go watch a movie.
Exactly. Like that's the thing. Like I remember seeing a video of like Alistair from like Hasbin Hotel getting a model. Like someone actually made a model for Hasbin Hotel. I thought that was really cool and fun, but I feel like no one would actually want to like get too into that because one, the only person that can really pull off an Alistair is the original person who plays Alistair, and anyone else would just see you as Alistair. But then if you try and play as yourself with that model, it just would be too like jarring for it. So I feel like the only way to really pull that off is to just be your own model and be your own thing. You know?
I fully agree. Quick aside for like the Alistair thing, I've seen those models. Please don't use those.
Yeah.
For your own sake, because by some chance, if Spindle Horse or Bento Box, whoever's making Hasbin Hotel, sees that you're making money using the Alistair model, you can get in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, big time.
They have the legal rights to that model, even if the creator made it, because that's not their character. And if someone is using that model to make money, that's a big no-no.
Yep, 100%. Like that's why you do not want to mess with those kind of things. Well, that's why when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool," but I really feel like no one's going to want to get that because that would just be for fun. Like that's all it is.
It's a novelty.
Yeah.
It's the same with like those Scott Pilgrim models or any of the other, like a character, a Pomni.
Yeah, Pomni. Yeah.
The Digital Circus, any of those. It's like, that's really cool. You cannot make money.
Yep, you cannot. You cannot. You can have fun, just don't make money off of it. Don't make that be your shtick. Don't let that be your shtick, because if that is, you're gonna have a really hard time trying to do anything.
Especially if you're a small person, yeah, you might get away with it. You start getting more and more eyes on you. No, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yep, watch out, guys, watch out. But going back to what we were saying before.
Sorry.
No, you're totally good. No, you're totally good. But going back to what we were saying before, is that playing a character, being a character, is fun for a little bit. But I have met some people who actually have gone down the really nasty rabbit hole where they feel like they can't distinguish themselves from the character, and they get a lot of like self-personable in that kind of sense that they cannot distinguish the two, and they get really depressed because they don't know which one they should be. One is very loved and very like awe-inspiring, and then there's you behind the scene, and some people can't handle that.
It's a dangerous rabbit hole. Personally, I say, like, don't play a character. To a degree, it's not entirely right. Have certain aspects of yourself that you want to improve. When I started this, Biddles was very confident. I was not. So I changed that part of me to be more like her. And eventually I just dropped the character because it's like, well, it's just me now. This is just who I am.
And Nia, as someone who's in that rabbit hole, you can actually do the same thing that Brittles did, where it's like Brittles was its confident character that the original person is maybe not that much, but you took it as an inspiration to be more like, and now you're able to be that character. Nia, if you have a character that you are like look up to, then strive to be that character and be who that person is.
Right? And I know it'll feel like, oh, this is very fake. At first, yeah. It's like the phrase fake it till you make it, it's actually true.
It's a pretty good one, yeah. And like everyone
Right.
has different masks they wear. Like that's the main thing that I love the most, that we all wear different masks to appease certain kind of people, you know? But that's just normal. Don't be afraid to put on a mask.
Especially, like, sometimes it happens with actors a lot. Voice actors, face actors, whatever. Where it's just like, hey, this character kind of changed my life.
Yeah.
Because you understood more about yourself. You became more confident. You became a better singer, whatever. Just because you play a character doesn't mean you can't change as a person.
Yeah, true. 100%. So Nia, you got this. I believe in you.
You absolutely do, sis. I know you do.
It's really good.
Like I always say, my DMs are open if you need any help.
Exactly. So like that's how I meet up with her. So I feel like you guys should definitely do it. Reach out. You have support.
Exactly. Understand, like, it might seem like a very lonely world. You're not that alone.
Yeah, we are all clowns in the same circus.
Exactly. We all go home to the same alley.
Yep, exactly. I like it. Well, that was fun. That was really good. Thank you for answering all my 15 questions.
Of course. Thank you for having me. This was an absolute riot.
Right? It was an amazing riot. I love it. It's really good. The best riots.
Absolutely.
It's
It's
been
been
a nice time. Very nice time.
I'm glad to hear that, Lefty. Especially, I love hearing you say that you got a lot of inspiration from this. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was on an interview with Lefty a couple days ago. It was super fun. And I'm excited to see how Lefty grows.
Yeah, I saw that you are pretty new here, which is, I really hope you took inspiration from a lot of things we talked about and actually use this as a way to get better as a content creator. Because that's actually one of the reasons why I do these interviews, is for one, it gives me an excuse to talk and gush about VTuber stuff with other VTubers.
Oh, sweet.
But also, I love using this as kind of a way for people to kind of like look like as other VTubers and how they see certain things. Because I ask the same questions to every single VTuber, but they all give me different responses. And that's what I think is really good. And this last question is my favorite question, because of the fact that everyone has different like advice to give to people. I've always wanted to make it like a compilation of all the advice that every VTuber who's been on my show ever gave, but that's a lot of VTubers. I don't have the time for that.
Yeah, that's a big project. Like, that's a end of next year kind of project.
Yeah, and I need to start like now.
Mhm.
By the end, I'll love to get to this level. I'm sure with enough time and energy, I'll get there eventually. And take your time. You'll get there.
Exactly. You are running a race, but it's your own race. Set
Yeah.
your own pace.
Yeah, exactly. You're on your own treadmill. You don't have to worry about going faster than you need to be.
Exactly.
100%. Well, hey, again, thank you so much for joining in. You guys are freaking amazing. I always appreciate it. And thank you, Brittles, for coming on my show. I really do appreciate you giving me your time to come on.
Of course, it's always a joy to be here. I mean, who doesn't love having Biddles the Clown on their show?
No, you need to be on more shows. I want to see you do more interactions. I think it'd be great.
Oh, I'd love to.
We might have to watch out and do more color content. But I think you bring up enough color that you don't have to worry about it.
I'm pretty sure I take the color out of a room.
No, nah. I think you suck the color out.
That's what I said.
Well, what I mean by that, I'm like you actually suck the color out, but you bring it more lively. You know, make it more lively.
Oh, I suck. That's what you're saying.
No, you know what? Never mind.
Bad jokes.
Bad jokes. I love it. It's so good. All right. Well, hey, where can people find you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on pretty much most platforms at just at BittlesTune. Uh, I think except Discord, ironically.
Oh, really? Where's Discord?
You can find me on Discord at some clown girl. That was my old username, but I had to get rid of because nobody ever called me Biddles.
No one called their brittles. Everyone called it itty bitty, itty bitty.
They just call me clown.
Oh, just clown.
It's like that's very reductive.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like you're more than just a clown. Look at her. She is a.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at her. She's more than just a clown.
I've got a zipper.
Yeah, it's different. She has sharp teeth. She uses to bite eyeballs and fingers.
I can bite through a human femur.
That's a scary tidbit of information that I did not need to know about.
You know what's even scarier?
What?
How I know this.
So I think that ends it off and wraps up everything perfectly with that statement. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. I do not need to know this much information.
Show's over.
Not yet. Still running. No.
Are you sure about that?
Any more spins, guys? You guys want to do any more spins and any more fun stuff? Best of luck.
I asked it earlier. How much am I getting paid for this?
Just hey, spin could be really good right now, guys. If you want to move the conversation along a little bit, it'd be so nice. Yeah. So money is a little bit difficult, but you know, like, oh hey, look, we have a spin. Oh, hey. Well, we can't let the fans wait any longer. So, I guess we gotta do a spin. We'll talk about the other thing later. You don't need to talk about that right now. Just don't talk about that. Actually, this is a fun question for you. Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I wish it was a more in-depth question, but no, I'm a cat person.
Okay, cool. Do you have cats?
I've got two of them. I've got one that always sits right next to me on her chair, and the other one that kind of just wanders. She was the one that was over. Where's my hand? She was the one that was over here that I was petting for a second.
I thought you were petting me because I was like, oh, that's so adorable. Thank you so much. And I thought I was the cat. So
I could probably come get you.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's an invisible wall here between the space. Let me see. Yep, I'm trying to reach it.
Man, why don't you just come over?
Try to grab. I can't.
Yeah, hang on. I can do this.
I'm trying to reach out my hand through the VTuber space.
Hey, I'll just come over and get you.
No, wait, come back. Yeah. Oh. No. Oh.
Oh, damn it.
There's the wall. You gotta reach past the wall.
Alright, fine.
Oh, man. It's hard to find VTubers in that space. It's difficult.
Right? It's weird. Like, I there's like some sort of weird wall right over here that I just kind of disappear into. It's weird.
Yeah, she has cut across.
I didn't know you had hammer space too.
Yeah, I do actually. It's kind of interesting. You know, after all the VTubers and all the different kinds of like gods, goddesses, and demons, stuff like that, we have some weird like dimension shifting like stuff going on in this show.
Listen, it happens. Sometimes you get a bunch of tunes together, you get a bunch of clowns. What kind of chaos is gonna happen?
Exactly. There's so much chaos. This show has breathed so much like very interesting powers. It's all because of VTubers.
Right? And it's weird that like this entire time, it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like no one's turned their lights off behind us. It's a city that never sleeps.
Exactly. I know, right? Like you gotta imagine the pay that I have to pay for just to live in this apartment complex to be able to see this amazing view is really difficult. It's really difficult.
Right. Not a single play. Oh, the lights did turn off.
Oh yeah. Wow. I think they just realized that you were talking about that when they turned it off.
You know,
That-
realize
that-
they're
that's
also
not the
just kind of turning the
viewers.
lights on and off real quick. These guys right here are
Yep.
jerks.
They are
They just keep
a-holes.
turning their look. That light's back on.
Yep.
It's gonna turn off in a second. These guys,
Yep.
see, they're just doing. They are lost. They're lost in their own house.
I think so
They're just
too.
going around turning the same light on. And like, see,
Yep. You have to watch out for those people. Those people are the weird ones. They're trying to do like a mini rave, but there's a delay.
they've got a clapper attached to their light, but it's
Oh.
just really bad.
Oh yeah, no, they're moving very slowly, but every time they move, it turns on motion activated light. That's pretty much what it is.
It's great.
It's really great. I love it. But hey, thank you guys so much for joining in. I really appreciate you guys coming by to the stream. It's really fun. It's really great to see you guys. It's great to meet you guys. Brittles, is great to meet you too. And I really, really enjoy having you company here on my show.
It's been an absolute joy to be here. I don't get a lot of chances to actually use my model during these interviews, so this was an absolute joy.
I love it. It's so good. It was a riot. It was a riot.
Exactly. It's been an absolute just joy. Except Nia, who just called me Bottles.
Bottles? That's a kind of funny nickname right there. Bottles. Later, Bottles. It's been fun times.
Just a very quick trivia thing.
I know.
Nobody's autocorrect ever gets my name correct, so it always just changes it to Bottles. It's stupid.
Don friggin' Bottles. Well, also, Lefty, it would be actually really fun. I actually want to try that. Somehow put a green screen behind me and then have a VTuber go behind me. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be fun.
I mean, it's doable. Very
It's
easily
doable.
doable.
Yeah, it is very doable. I kind of want to try that next time. We'll see what's up.
I think you do it. Get someone
do.
really cool. Get someone gigantic so they just are the entire thing.
Death
Get
by
the-
Snoo Snoo. Or something like that.
Get that T-Rex guy, Red Claw. And he just takes up
cool.
the entire thing.
Yep, just the whole entire time his body's on there, we're just sitting on his tail. It's hey, so VTuber, huh? It's really cool, right?
So what's it like being a dinosaur?
So
What's it
dinosaur.
feel
right?
knowing all your friends are dead?
All your friends is dead, and you'll never see them again. The closest thing to an ancestor is a chicken.
How do you feel knowing that is your legacy?
Yep.
Buck baka.
Ka. And you will only known for you guys walking across the road. That's all you'll be known for.
It's gonna get sent to him, and we're both gonna get blacklisted.
I know, right? I'm trying to add more people to come on my show. I can't already alienate myself from the dinosaur community. I just interviewed someone from the dinosaur community. I need more
Any
people.
of you from the dinosaur community, please shout us out.
Shout
we
us
both
out.
need it.
We need it. We need more people. We need more love. More love.
Please.
Please. Alright, so I will be sending this fun, amazing community over here to a raid. I always give my guests the first opportunity to send the raid to someone. Do you have anyone you'd like us to send to?
Sure, let me see if anyone I know is live.
From King of the World to a 10-pack in a bucket of chicken. Yep.
Listen, it could work. Let's see.
I'm kind of
Let's see.
hungry right now,
who's-
actually. So actually, I think that'd be pretty awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna help out one of my little clown buddies.
Let's help out the clown buddy. More clown interactions. Let's do it.
There's the Gummy VT. Absolute cute little clown boy.
Oh, I wonder why that sounds so familiar.
Hopefully for good reasons.
Hopefully. Let's see.
They're playing Fran Bow.
And Bo. Oh, she's adorable. Look, she looks so comfy. And
hey.
Fanbo is a very dark game. But yeah, let's go send some love. So everyone, get all the lovin's to our fellow clown VTubers. Let's get all the lovin's. And then again, I want to say thank you so much for joining in. I hope to see you guys again very soon. If you guys like to check out a new VTuber, I interview a VTuber each and every week, so you can always check out someone brand new. But until then, I hope you guys all have yourself a very nice day. It's been fun.
It's gonna be an absolute riot. Enjoy them all.
All the riots, the best riots. Don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Yeah, not a problem.
Cool. Bye-bye, everyone. It's great to see you. Bye
Bye, everybody.
everyone. Bye-bye.